Good evening, gamers. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, my dudes, etc., etc. Come back to the stream. We're starting a little early today because I was ready early, and that means we get to play even more games. We get to spend even more time together. Everybody wins. Let's do the game duel and then move on with our lives. Today's classic game duel appears to be furry game. This looks like Star Fox, but something Star Fox 2? Okay, it was Star Fox 2. From 2017. Is this a real game? What the fuck? Hold on. This isn't real. This is like a fan-made game. It says 1995, but it also says 20. Oh, no, okay, this was this one of those games where it was like never released, but then somebody found the files and uploaded them or something to the internet? That sounds like what happened. All right, what is this? What have we here? Interesting. Interesting artwork. I feel like I've seen this somewhere before, but I say that a lot, and it's not always true. So this is giving me... Hold on, let me bump this down a notch. There we go. All right. This is giving me anime vibes for one thing, but not like goofy anime. This is like serious anime. This is like Death Note. Like people are gonna die. So let me just start with Castlevania, because for some reason I'm getting Castlevania vibes. Well, what's like the most recent one? Order of Ecclesia. Okay, no, it is not that. Okay, so what do we have here? We have is this just Cult of the Lamb? No. Oh, it's Catherine. Okay, got it. I told you guys it was anime. Look at that. You got indie vibes? That's Catherine. That's Catherine. There's also Catherine, and also there's, if you get full body edition, there's another Catherine. You get all three Catherines. It's great. All right, on to the keywords. X says, I don't know who made Catherine. Atlas made Catherine. Same people who make Persona. Duck, humor, rabbits, diamonds. It's not Duck Game. Is there a... No, okay, there is a Duck Game, but I don't think that's what this is, because there's rabbits. Is this that animal game? Not Animal Well. Party Animals. Himalayas, Transylvania, 2D and Ice Stage. What the fuck? Himalayas and Transylvania together for the first time anywhere. Oh, it's DuckTales. Whoops. Okay, it's DuckTales remastered, I guess. I don't know how you're supposed to differentiate. Scrooge McDuck, that's right, it's DuckTales, but it's the remastered one for some reason. That explains the duck and the diamonds. Isn't it the same game? Well, it's remastered, so they gotta, you know, have separate listings for them. All right, let's get into the real game, which is more Stationeers. I did pick up, if you didn't see in the Discord, I picked up Core Keeper, so expect some Core Keeper coming up here. I guess we can look at all the HD graphics would have given it, would have gave me remastered, but that's about the only thing, the HD graphics. So yeah, I guess there is a little bit of shenanigans happening there. Anyway, let's switch over to the game. Rilip says, game though, really carrying waters for the corporate exec saying, no, it's different and charging the full price again. Well, it's a little different. You know, it's got better graphics and stuff. All right, where did we leave off, guys? I think we were just getting ready to move into the new base. So let's, oh, okay, stuff's blowing around. Let me make sure everything is running. Turn the AC on, make sure that's going. Check on the crops. The crops are looking good. We have food. Should probably get these guys replanted here. very important to stay on top of your nutritional needs. Rilif says, last I saw you were just getting ready to make a silly contraption and abandon the save. Hey now, I'll have you know, I have already promised to at least make a rocket before I abandon the save, all right? I have made a non-binding pact with chat to make one rocket before I abandon the save. So let's get our suit back on. Oh, whoops. You really gotta pay attention to what you're doing in this game. Okay, we've got everything. We got power. We got, oh, I could use some air, I suppose. Let's fill this up a little more. It might almost be time to get the atmospheric stuff going. All right, so there we have some more oxygen. Close the helmet, lock the helmet, close the door, airlock. Yeah, these are the things you got to run through in your mind, or you're going to end up blowing yourself up on Vulcan. You push one wrong lever and everything just goes blam. All right, let's get all this shit out of here. Oh, we're not gonna have enough room for this, I don't think. Oh, no, we do. Okay, so copper. Okay, well, we can carry the ingredients and we gotta come back to get the rest, I guess. So here we go, heading over to the other base. I suppose I could have used the lockers to transport stuff, but oh, we came out at like the worst time. It's like 700 degrees out here. It's okay, we'll just go quick. Quick like a bunny. So we can, it's a lot easier to travel during the day at least because I can see where I'm going. It's quite a bit of a trek to get over to the base entrance. If I really wanted to, I could try to build like a tunnel, but my plan is to dismantle that once we've moved everything over. So we're probably gonna leave it for a while as the landing pad for the traders. Just because building another landing pad will take some time. We'll have to wire it up and everything. All right, suck. Suck, 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 suck. All right, sucking has completed. We may now enter. So we're gonna head over to the workshop area and start setting up storage for the... Yeah, this is a nice little nook we can put stuff in over here. Let's get a locker set up. I think that's backwards. I can never tell. Yeah, it is. Okay. Can never tell with these stupid lockers whether it's going to be backwards or not. All right, so there is our storage. So we can store ores and metals and stuff separately if we want. All right, so we do have some, we have 2 more lockers we can use if we need to. We'll do that later. We have a stacker. Let me move this stuff to the bottom. Okay. Oh, we have some silver in here too. So the advanced furnace is working. You guys can see I'm sucking in lava from down below to power the furnace. It's currently operating at 1500 degrees Celsius, which is super nice. We can see the outside temperature is 676 and dropping, which means we're heading into the evening time here on Vulcan. We got this extra glass too. I probably don't need to be lugging around. Oh, mic's off center. Hope I wasn't making unusual noises by being on the wrong side of the mic. It's allegedly in stereo, so if I move to either side of the mic, it should maybe do something different. I don't know. You'll have to tell me. All right, we're going to head back out. We're going to get the auto lathe decoupled. And maybe grab, if we have room, we can grab some of the ore backpacks and bring them over. The goal for today is to automate fuel production so that I don't have to babysit the fuel pipes and everything. Because I don't want to have to sit there every time I would need to make a batch of fuel and like babysit the mixer to make sure it's mixing properly and not exploding. So we'll set up some kind of automated system to check whether the pipe is getting overpressurized or whatever. So Rilip, how has your gaming been going? How's the Peglin? Or whatever else? Were you playing Hades earlier? Or no, that's just your Steam icon, I think, is Zagreus. He's a fun dude. All right, let's make sure there's no contents remaining. All right, no content, so we can go ahead and dismantle this guy. You're almost sad to see it go. Almost. Obviously, not really. And we want to make sure that we... What do we need? Wire cutters to pull out the wires, of course. Then the angle grinder again to get the iron. And then finally, le wrench, which is French for the wrench. They might have a different word for wrench. I don't know. Who knows where words come from? They're all just made up. You were playing Phasma. Ooh, okay. I forgot to do that today. I was actually gonna hop on and do like the dailies. Totally forgot. I ended up just playing Magic because the midweek Magic for this week is actually super cool. It's sealed golden packs, so every pack you open, it's Phantom, so you don't get to keep these, but every pack you open is rares and mythic rares, and then you have to build a 40 card deck. So it's sealed if you've ever done sealed, but all the packs are like rares, and I got a bunch of awesome black cards. I ended up making not Sultai. Black, white, green. Fuck, what is that? It has a name. Abzan. There you go. So I don't think there's enough room in the furnace room to put all of the guys here, but we're gonna try our best. So maybe if we do it, I guess we'll see here. Hold on. If we do it like this, and then kind of stagger them, so we have one here, and then we go bop, 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 and then we have one here. Maybe that'll work. So we kind of have to like go into the back area to use, you know, the hydraulic pipe bender or whatever, but then we could have all four sort of stacked up, and we could have stackers in front of each of them. Also, if you're wondering why the fire extinguisher's in here, it's in case there's an emergency. Rilip says, I've only ever made one tricolor deck, and it was a weird one-off. You know, that's probably reasonable. I mean, depending on how much you've played. But that's when you get into some of the more, like, crazy decks. Is when you start doing, like, 3 and 4 color, and then 5 color. 5 color is actually pretty popular right now because of Domain, which was a mechanic from one of the sets that came out recently. I don't remember which one. I occasionally go up against it in the ladder. It's got Atraxa, which is a 7/7 flying vigilance lifelink Phyrexian angel that when it enters looks at the top some number of cards and pulls out one land, enchantment, creature, etc., etc. All right, so this does appear to be working. That's awesome. We can make a coffee mug if we really wanted. And now let's set up the stacker. So each of these should have a stacker associated with it. That's the idea anyway. Basically, you can come in here. Okay, looks like there's enough room to sneak back here if we need to. But for the most part, you're going to be standing here. You're going to work it. You're going to, you know, do all that stuff. I may have pushed it a little. Oh, shoot. There's cables running here. That's okay. We'll just build another chute. I think I actually have some. All right. Rilip says his 3-color deck was red, blue, green with seismic assault. Okay. So, red, blue, green is not that it's important to know, but I want to try to keep my Magic vocabulary working. I can't remember what red, blue, green is though, so never mind. All right, let's. All right, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Perfect. Red, red, red. Discard a land. Deal 2 damage to target creature player. The green had land fetch, and the blue gave me trade routes. 1. Return a land to your hand. Draw a card. So go get lands, throw it at them, then pick up what I had left and throw it at them. Okay, that was like a fun little combo deck. We gotta power this guy up too. Okay, so now everything should be on. We can set this to 50, which is sort of the standard size that we use around here. All right, there we go. So that is our first workstation set up. Let's go get some more. I think next will be the hydraulic pipe bender. Oh, I have some extra things here we don't need. Ridlip says this was back at the end of Onslaught. Oh, brother, Onslaught. The earliest I played Magic was between the Mirrodin block and Kamigawa. I played for a couple of months in high school, and then I put it down and just kind of stopped playing card games at that point. I didn't pick up Magic again until... Shoot, when did I start? I guess it must have been when the new card store opened. And I was like, I don't really want to get into Magic. It's expensive. You got to buy cards. But there was a Commander League thing that they set up, and I could just buy a Commander deck and then play that. It's like, okay, I just got to buy one deck, then I can play. It'll be a little fun. It was a little fun. I am now very much not a fan of Commander. I think Commander is degenerate, not in the way like where I think if you play it you're fucked up. I just mean like the play patterns in Commander are very degenerate in a way that is very reminiscent of when I play Yu-Gi-Oh. And if you Yu-Gi-Oh players, you come in here and you say, oh well, Yu-Gi-Oh's not that bad. Yu-Gi-Oh is that bad. I assure you, everybody else can see it. You are blind to your own shenanigans. All right, let's go ahead and remove the stacker to start with. Look, I think there's some degenerate play patterns in constructed Magic too, but I guess Commander would technically be a constructed format. I don't know, it's because I don't just want to say standard, because standard's usually pretty reasonable. We got a lot of stuff in here. Holy moly. A lot of silver, a lot of gold, some steel, some iron butterfly. All right, now we'll take this batch over first, load it into our locker of goodies. Ridlip played pretty seriously from Onslaught through the end of Kamigawa. Took a big break until Zendikar, played a little bit and then picked it up again in Arena around Innistrad. Okay. Yeah, I stopped playing. Okay, so when I got back into Standard, it was at the end of Amonkhet and I think Ixalan. So basically Ixalan was in Standard, and then whatever came out after that, not Return to Ravnica, but like whatever it was called, the Ravnica set that came out after that. Everybody loved it because everybody loves Ravnica, except for the latest one where everybody was bitching about how, why are there detectives now? I swear people will just make shit up to be angry at. Have you noticed that? Am I the only one around here who notices? Yeah, obviously you guys know that people make shit up to be upset about. Is my guy okay? It sounded like he was breathing heavy for a second. I don't know why. We got steel, we got silver, we got electrum, we got solder, we got iron, gold, copper, everything. Philip says, I never really cared for the city of guilds. Back in my day, we had magical 3-colored dragons, not some BS cities. All right, all right. This is what I'm talking about. Old man Rilip over here lecturing us youngins about when magic was good. I think magic has gotten consistently better. Obviously, there's some like weird missteps, like with the companion thing that they tried to do, and then everybody was like, what? And they had to completely change the mechanic. But you know, I prefer the newer card, I guess like the backdrops, whatever, the backing, the border. Like the old cards look so old. Like the new ones look very sleek, they look very modern. Obviously this has nothing to do with the gameplay itself, it's just I like the look of the newer cards better. Old cards are like somebody drew them themselves and then like cut out the cards with some scissors and like, guys, check it out, I made a card game. Isn't it cool? It's like, yeah, sure, Richard. It's pretty neat. Anyway, enough magic talk. We're playing Stationeers today. So who's ready for more Stationeers? Raise your hand. Not everybody at once. I can't see your hands if you raise them all at once like that. All right, then we actually, what do? We do this. Take off the plastic. Take out the wires. Take off the iron plating. And then wrench it off of the ground. There we go. All right, now we take it over. We're making a lot of trips tonight, but hopefully once we're done, we're done. We don't have to make more trips. All right, Rilip just got sorted. Rilip wants to know how I'm going to build my rocket. I recommend the JAXA style where you launch at the angle you need. Well, here's the beautiful thing about this game. It just goes straight up and down. So I don't have to worry about how I launch it. It's not that kind of game. We'll play Archean someday, maybe, but we're just playing Stationeers for now. I actually have no idea, first of all, how to build a rocket, and then I don't know how to control it either. So we may lose some rockets in the meantime while I try to figure out how the heck to do it. All right, let's get back inside. Ew, magic rocket. It's too bad there's not a hand cart or something. There is a hand cart. I just am not using it because I'm too lazy. Or something. Maybe lazy is not the right word. It's kind of a pain in the butt to put everything in a locker and then drag it around. It's just faster probably to run back and forth and try to stay out of the heat as much as possible. If I don't have to learn orbital mechanics, I'm not interested. Well, fortunately for you, Kerbal Space Program will be back on Friday, so there'll be plenty of opportunity for us to mess around with orbital mechanics. Okay, now we have to decide. I think I want to scooch it over a little bit, just to give ample space between, because we need access to here, obviously, to put in materials, get out materials, operate the furnace. This is where the fuel mixing happens. This Chrono Trigger music is going to be so distracting, though. Why is it? It's at 3%. How is it so loud? I guess I won't worry about it too much. I need to beat Chrono Trigger someday. I've started playing it so many times and gotten bored, but I think now that I'm older and I have even less time to play video games, this is the perfect time to start playing an epic, era-spanning, classic JRPG. All right, so we want that to go here. Spin it around. Grab a chute. All right, so there's plenty. Yeah, there's plenty of room here to move between the areas. I am a little concerned it might be cramped back here, which that might be a problem, actually. Oh. All right, I had considered this earlier, but what if I push back an entire tile? I'd have to like seal off the room entirely to do this. But it's gonna be such a huge undertaking. That would suck. We'd have to shut off the oxygen into the room so it doesn't overheat. Oh man, I guess it doesn't matter too much. It's not gonna get that hot. If we go quick, I could seal it up and have it vented out relatively quickly. Well, we'll think about it as we go here. We'll see how much space. I think we're gonna have to, because there's just, it's so cramped back here. Even if I put it, there's not gonna be room for the stacker. So that'll end up making it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide though. Could also just put it over here, because realistically, I don't need the tool. Some of them don't actually need stackers. If I put the hydraulic pipe bender here, then that, okay, we'll try that. We'll try that. Before I start cracking open the walls, let's start by trying to squeeze in as much space as we have. Rillip says, I think you would either love Chrono Trigger or hate it. Nowhere in between. It's very involved, lets you screw up the story and give you weird endings. Yeah, that's my other concern. It's like one of those games where you're meant to replay it, which is cool. Like, it's nice that they give you that option, but I mean, I'm trying to think how often I've ever replayed a game, and it's not very much. I very rarely replay games, and if something as long as a JRPG, I said replayed Final Fantasy VIII, and that doesn't have multiple endings. That has one ending. If I was able to replay that, but I really like that game. That game's like, the gameplay is so solid. I just got to get used to Chrono Trigger's combat system and hope for the best. Is it one of those games where you spend a lot of time grinding? Maybe that's a better question. Okay, we got to send this guy out of here. I don't think he's selling anything we need. I don't know why I've kept him around so long. I guess I could have bought water, but let's take this opportunity to try to get some more ice if we can. Have you beaten Chrono Trigger, Rillip? I assume you've played it, if you're telling me about it. Oh yeah, because we still need to find room for, okay, the recycler can probably go in the back then. Okay, so that's one option. Okay, this is going to be the next big one, so let's go ahead and empty this out. We can probably put the tool manufactory and the recycler, or maybe even the centrifuge, in the back where it's up against the wall and it doesn't need a stacker. Okay, go ahead and close that, shut it off. And let's pop in and re-up our, let's check the battery first. Battery's good. Get inside here, get our hygiene back up. Open our waste canister. Get a fresh battery. Check out the traders. What do we got? Green futures. Oh, that sounds promising. That might give us some more plants. We could definitely use some additional plants. Let's go in 30-degree arcs here. Philip says, whether you grind or not, oh, he's beaten it 3 times, and whether you grind or not depends on your tolerance for hard battles. It's definitely one of those games where you can benefit from grinding in a safe spot and then being OP for a few areas. Okay. I think what always gets me hung up, because I've tried to play it a couple times, I've started it, is the fact that there's all these things going on at the Millennial Fair, and like they all affect the story in some way. So I'm like, ah, crap. Like, how much time do I want to spend here getting prizes? Like, am I doing everything right? Like, I want to follow a walkthrough, but then I don't. If that makes sense. Okay, this is going slightly faster. Maybe it's up. It's not up. I think it might be down then. Let's go to 70. Go back to 80. Ah, there we go. Okay. We got them, boys. All right, 18 degrees. Nope. Okay, so it's closer over here. Let's try 90. That is 18, also 18 degrees. Try 80 degrees vertical. 7 degrees. 6 degrees. Pretty close. Yeah, okay, 3 degrees. We can just contact them now. Take 15 seconds. Get some food and water while we're here as well. Grab a potato. Potato, please. Boom, 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 boom. Fire up the French fried potato, one of the finest foods ever created. She had Emmy posted in the Discord the spooky chicken nuggets that she got, but I also had tater tots. One of the finest foods ever created. The tater tot. Let's go ahead and land. Oh yeah, you can hear him warping in there. All right, what are we missing here? Ooh, hello. Let's reload our headlamp. So we'll pop over and see if that guy's got, if the trader has anything useful. We could maybe get some extra seeds that we don't already have. I think we're still missing. I mean, we've only bought a handful so far, so we can get like tomatoes or something, or pumpkins. Unfortunately, you have to get the really advanced traders before you can get the fancy seeds. The real good ones. But let's at least see what this guy's got. All right, so he's selling ferns. Oh, ferns could be good. Buy some ferns. That'll help with our oxygen production. And then I think that's probably good for now. What's he buying? Water genetic analyzer. We could probably help him out with that. 40 bucks. Who couldn't use 40 bucks? So Chrono Trigger's always there. We can always play it. Is it on Steam? Do I have to jump through a bunch of hoops to play it again? Another one of those types of games. Because if it's on Steam, I might just get it. It goes on sale. I'd be okay. It would really surprise me if it wasn't on Steam. I would check, but I'm currently running to my other base. Rilip's gonna check for us. That's right, Chunky. I need you to Google Chrono Trigger and see if it is on Steam. Make sure. Yeah, okay, it is a vacuum in here. I want to make sure that it stays a vacuum in here. Any atmosphere that gets in here is bad. Luckily, I have vents all over that can help isolate any rogue atmosphere. This should definitely probably not be on right now. Okay. I don't know how I didn't notice that before. Okay, so we grabbed the recycler, which we can put back here maybe. No, there's no fucking way. We could put it back here, I guess. Kind of in the corner, out of the way. Even that, it's sticking into the wall there. Just pull it back a little more. Right there, we can get back here. Yeah, that's enough room. I can deal with that. We might actually end up putting the hydraulic pipe bender elsewhere. But for now, let's go ahead and throw the ingredients into the locker. Okay. So yeah, I think the hydraulic pipe bender can probably actually go here. Let's make sure. Yeah, that's right down the middle. So if we put it here and then put the stacker here, there should still be plenty of room. We can get around back to the lockers. And then the only thing we'll have is the tool manufactory, which honestly doesn't need to go anywhere specific. We don't really use it that much. We could probably put it out in the main room. Oh, I don't need to lug around these cables either. It's been clogging up my inventory and the laptop. We're not doing any coding right now. We will be doing some coding in a bit, but For right now, we're not. All right, windmill power is looking good. Hopefully we don't get a storm soon. Maybe I should build one of those storm sensors so I can have an idea of when the storm's gonna happen. I forgot to make that guy his genetic analyzer. Oh well, we'll get around to it. How big of a rush can he be in to go anywhere? I would love to get the big landy boys, the ones that require a landing pad. We had that going on Europa, and that was super nice. Even though Europa, like, you don't need to actually trade for anything, everything's just available on the planet. All right, hydraulic pipe bender. You are empty, correct? Yes, good. It's been so long. It's been like 5 minutes since we emptied it out. Can't even remember if we already did it. Rip out the wires, remove the iron, and then wrench it off. All right. So all that's left is the tool manufactory, the vending machine, which we can probably vend the fern seeds we just bought, and maybe we can go replace some of the keep calling it sawgrass, switchgrass, with this stuff instead. With some ferns to get better oxygen generation. I'll also have to look, because I don't know if the fern seeds, or the ferns that are growing, are going to enjoy the current atmosphere inside the greenhouse. We'll go over there and check what it currently is. We got to do some work in the greenhouse anyway. The current filtration system is really slow, so I think we're gonna have to replace one of the passive vents with an active vent to pressurize that pipe and pull out gas if the atmosphere gets too high. Which ideally it shouldn't. Oh shoot, I'm just now realizing, yeah, that could actually cause problems. I don't want to pressurize it too much. That's why I kind of just liked having it passive. So let's get this installed and then we'll go over there. This should pretty much be a mirror of the other side. So it'll go like here, go past the cable. Yep, so there's a little bit of, it's not a lot of room, but there is room back there to get to the storage area. And then we'll have to make another stacker because we don't have another one. I did not have room to add a stacker in the old area. Boy, Real's been checking for a while. You guys think he's okay? Maybe he forgot how to use Steam. He's manually checking every game. Long story short, the Steam version came out as part of the iOS port and sucked. It's since been improved, and general consensus is that it's not the same as the original, but the most functional way to play it now. Ooh, that's a little concerning. Let's get a stacker. Stacker requires iron and copper. We got that, I think. Iron, copper, easy. Give me one stacker, please. Okay, there we go. We're gonna shut those off when you're not using them, of course. Boop, boop. All right, there we go. And then we just have to the chutes in place, wire everything up, and that is all of our main manufacturing concerns taken care of for now. Very exciting stuff. Fire that bad boy up. Beautiful. I wired this up too, right? Yes, I did. Wait, I didn't wire the stacker up. Whoops. That would have been horribly embarrassing. Okay, stacker works. All works. Everything works. Great. Except me trying to put the cable away, I guess. All right, it's mostly positive now. The complaints are things like the UI is a little different or the keyboard feels weird. Well, I'm not gonna play it with a keyboard, but I guess that's good to know. Honestly, we could probably... Oh wait, no, that's way back in that gap there. I was gonna say we could probably sneak the tool manufactory, but the heat exchanger's kind of in the way here. Let's verify the current temperatures. So it's 29.5, 856 kilopascals, and how much fuel? 18 megapascals of fuel. That's a lot of fuel. Wow. Okay. We have plenty of fuel to play with. That's good. And this needs to be wired up as well. Let me check the underwire here. Yep. It's like we just have to extend this out. Oh, we're gonna need more cable. In which case, I will get some cable. This guy right here. Set it to 50. Grab some copper. Well, we don't have a lot of copper. I should, let me go get some copper before we do anything. We'll set that there for now. Let's go check the hydroponics before we go back outside too. So the complaints used to be it's mobile trash. Why did you ruin my childhood? Okay, all right. I mean, you know, good question. Why did they ruin your childhood? Specifically your childhood, Rilip? Looks like everything's good right now. The temperature's a little high, but we should have cold CO2 coming in at some point. Okay, so I don't think I need to do anything with it then. I think the passive filtration is good enough. We'll check what the actual stuff is inside once we get in there. Okay, well, it's a little bit of a pressure differential. Nothing versus something, I suppose. All right, so currently we have 9.7% oxygen, 3.3% nitrogen, 86% CO2. So obviously you don't want to be in here and try to breathe, but it's very convenient. Hold on. What was here? Is it the labeler? I think that was the labeler. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I should get a locker in here too to store seeds. And get some flat walls to corner that off. All right, let's try harvesting the switchgrass here. Cat's usual, or Emmy's usual decision maker, which is Cat, is napping, so I need one of you guys to help me. I'm not that hungry after mowing the lawn, so I'm just gonna have a snack. Should I go for popcorn? Oh, tortilla chips and salsa, for sure. Chips and salsa is always a good snack. Yeah, we have a ton of switchgrass if we need to make biomass. Maybe a little too much, actually. I'd much rather have the ferns. Let's go ahead and get rid of that and see. It is thriving. Okay, let's let's switch these out. I'll leave one as a backup in case something horrible happens. We can probably start stacking up our switchgrass. Let's take a look here. So temperature efficiency is okay. It's getting it'll go down. Pressure efficiency is good, right in the middle. Light is good, and CO2 looks good. How are the soybeans doing? 3.3% nitrogen. Wait, do the soybeans actually consume nitrogen? That could be a problem. Hold on. Soybean. I thought they just needed the presence. Require atmospheric nitrogen to grow. Its main use is to create soy oil. What is... Oh, it does take in the nitrogen. Oh, that's not good. We may need to cut back on our until we have a better source of nitrogen, because we can't be wasting nitrogen on plants. That's silly. All right, let's get out of here. So weird to have sounds. I've spent so much of my time running around in a vacuum. Rayleigh says pretty much all plants require nitrogen. Yeah, well, in this game, only soybeans do. I didn't realize that they required to breathe it. I guess that makes sense. Because they, like, fix nitrogen to the soil or something. Something special about soybeans. All right, let's go ahead and recycle this. I forgot to grab... Well, we haven't left yet. Never mind. Right, so that's just gonna sit there because we don't have any cables because I didn't grab any. So I guess once we're done, I'll give you a quick tour of everything. But I'm planning on running the oxygen pipe and a nitrogen pipe out here to have the suit dock set up, and any canister fillers that we need. But we're not quite there yet, is what I'm trying to say. X says, I'm pretty sure plants are made of nitrogen. Yeah, that's why they call them, there's gotta be something to work with here. That's why they require nitrate. No. That's where the term nutrition comes from, because they require nitrogen. There we go. We could do something with that. All right, hit me back. Let's brainstorm some ideas. Let's workshop this joke. Plants are made of nitrogen. That's why blankety blankety blank. Plants need electrolytes. It's got what plants crave. All right, let's unload all this junk here. Holy moly, how much stuff did the tool manufactory need? Oh, and we can almost take apart the old furnace. I mean, we probably could do that right now, actually, but whatever. Oh, I think we can just take this apart. Awesome. Go ahead and do that. Get rid of you. Take off the plastic. Rip out the wires. I still didn't decide where I was going to put this, did I? I think I'm just going to go with my initial plan and shove it in the main living area. All right, nobody's got any ideas for the nitrogen thing, huh? I think we can just, you know what? I know we were going to sell this guy a thing. Let's just get him out of here. I don't have time. We got to get more ice guys in here. That's where my nitrogen's coming from. It's coming from the ice. Yep. Look at that black hole sun. Incredible. I think we might actually be through winter. There was a point in time where the black hole was like not even coming up above the horizon, and now that it's actually popping up for slightly longer, I'm hoping the days are going to start getting a little bit hotter. It's tough to make steel when the temperature doesn't get hot enough. So I'm sure you guys know. We could also just put the tool shop out here. It's like there's room over here to do it. Since most of the time we're gonna wanna let's take a look. Let's look at our options before we commit. It's always a good idea. Before you pick one thing that so we don't have to move it later. I could also just slide it back here. This might be better. Oh no, this is actually perfect. It like fits right in, and you can still go to the side. Go to the side if you need to get around the back. Okay, how do we feel about this? The alternative is that we use the back for the centrifuge. Because the recycler's over there. In fact, I could probably move the recycler over slightly. But if we put the centrifuge back here... Hey, Urban's here! Hello, Urban! How's it going? I'm so excited to play Satisfactory when it comes out. I've been watching you play, but you're building all your crazy bases, and I'm like, oh man, I'm freaking out. Are you planning? What are you gonna do when the full release comes out? Are you gonna start over? Or are you just gonna like boom, boom, boom everything, or are you just gonna not play it anymore? Because that's probably what I would do. Be like, well, I already played the game. I don't need to play it anymore. Yeah, less than 2 weeks. It's gonna be crazy. Okay, so we can either put it here, and that's the end of it. It goes there, we never move it. We set up a centrifuge somewhere else. I guess we need to see a centrifuge to get maximum, like the full effect here. Let's build a centrifuge. You're gonna start over with co-op? Oh man. Well, that'll go way faster then. You don't even have to do anything. Everybody else will just beat the game for you. Centrifuge. Iron and copper we need. Grab some copper off the shelf. Some iron also off the shelf. One regular ass centrifuge coming up. Rilip says he's going to recreate the same base he had before, only 14 pixels to the left like usual. Hey, that's how I build my bases. I will hear nothing. I will hear no negative thoughts about people who do that. I've made some tweaks. I definitely try to go with what the terrain gives me. I mean, obviously, I'm building under a mountain on Vulcan, so I'm constrained by, like, not being... I mean, obviously, I could just bulldoze the mountain if I really wanted to. Of course, anybody can do that. It's that kind of game. Oh, power low. There we go. All right, so if we put the centrifuge in, then we have to decide. I mean, we could... Oh, okay, that's actually really small. We could probably sneak it in right next to the recycler. And then have the... Okay, well, no, that's not gonna work. That's a little too friendly, let's say. Is this a wrench or... Yeah, it is... No, what? Crowbar required to deconstruct. They need to, like, figure out what they're doing here, man. Okay, this could work. So this would go straight into the centrifuge. I don't know that I necessarily want it to, but... Rilip... Okay. Rilip says, quoting me, I go with what the terrain gives me, which is what I just said. And then he says, you build a yurt where you start and then make a cave. All right, you got me. He's got me pegged, guys. Will that go straight in, or are we gonna have to do some shenanigans to make this work? See, this is what I was a little concerned about with regards to the centrifuge here. Say we put it there. So this is where the centrifuge would go. We'd be able to take whatever we get and then run it over to the centrifuge. You know what? I think I'd rather have the centrifuge somewhere else. Maybe when we get around to making... Oh, that's a locker. What am I doing? When we get around to making deep miners, then we'll worry about the centrifuge. Wait, Rilip picked popcorn, really? I think chips and salsa are the superior snack food. Like, I'm fine with popcorn most of the time, but given a choice between the two, I would definitely go with chips and salsa. Guys, this whole thing is like really pissing me off. Is nobody else like annoyed at this whole like this situation that I find myself in? I'm almost tempted to completely redo everything and redo it so that they're going this way. That's gonna take some time. Okay, dude, I mean, everything's in here, so it shouldn't take that long. We don't even have to leave the room. Just have to unload everything. Just wanted to have a nice day where we Get some work done around the base, and then I have to redo everything again. Alright, so step one, we pick you up. Had everything looking nice. Now I gotta do it again. My only concern... Actually, okay, I have no concerns anymore. I think we'll be okay. I had a concern. It no longer concerns me. I do need some cables first, actually. Give me the cables. Cable, 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 cable. The whole... Oh, I was gonna go get copper. That was the whole reason I went out there. Whatever, we have some copper right here. Make some cables. Just make all the cables we can. I think that's 14 cables. That should be enough for now. Cables. Give me all the cables. Anyway, that's why I make this area slightly larger than it needs to be. So that I have options when it comes time to actually... There's no contents. I used everything. Cool. When it comes time to actually place everything, we have places to put them. There's the plastic. Rip out the wires. Remove the metal. I'm gonna run out of battery eventually. Okay, so let's say if we have the electronics printer back here, let's say. Let's put the stacker down first so that I can determine where the best place to put the rest of it is. So if we could put it right here, I can put the electronics printer right here. We don't want it to overlap, so we want it to be like that. Okay, so we can... Maybe then the recycler goes somewhere else. Because let's see. If we do one there and one there, that's 3 along the back. Okay, let's leave the recycler where it is now. Put the chutes down so we can kind of get an idea. And this actually is probably better use of our space than we were doing before anyway. Let's grab you. We have another one here, which goes right there, and then the other one will go right there. You guys will see. You'll all see. They all... Wait a minute. Ah, fuck. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. That's definitely not gonna work. I mean, maybe it would. No, there's no fucking way, because you wouldn't be able to fit it in here. Okay, I think what we need to do in that case is push it. There's cable in the way. Don't do this to me, game. Okay. Now if we remove that cable, we should be okay. Okay. Oh boy. So if we, let's say we put the printer here, right? And then we make the stacker loop around. What does that actually look like though? Let's see. Gonna look so bad. Wait. No, that's not gonna work. The best thing I could probably do is to put it here, where this this thing is. Oh wait, that actually would probably be fine then. Put the stacker right here. And then have, instead of it being Oh, that's... fuck me. I mean, it works. It does technically work. How does it look when we put a another thing in there, though? Am I too oh, we're out of battery. Ugh. Am I too picky about how I place things, guys? I'm starting to feel like I am. So this needs to go back 1. So that would go right there. Stacker, where's the stacker? There's the stacker. So that would go there. Everything's accessible at the very least. So pretty much you come in here, you hit it, you have the stacker, and then it spits it out. The question is, if we put another machine here, is it gonna look bad? That's what I'm concerned about. Well, only one way to find out. We put a machine there. I'm gonna like starve to death trying to do this. Ugh. I should have pressurized the base before I started messing around with it. Okay, no contents. Good. Move that. We have all the tool mods now. I have the tool manufacturer. I could use that to test. Let's see how that looks. So this would go right here. How much space does that give us? It's not the worst. It's a little bit cramped. I'd like more space, all things considered. What if... if we pushed it to the back. Let's try it, see how this looks. Let's use all the space we have. We push this here. No. Or yeah, maybe? How did I have it before? Yeah, we had it coming out here, right? We were going like that. And then let's grab Tool Manufactory as our test model. And that doesn't even work because that would put it into the frame. We'd have to put it here. And that's too close. We have to move it over 1. So it's basically on line with the other one. And then we could push this back here. So it would go like that. And then... yeah, there's really no way to do it that would look super great. I should have made this room a little bit bigger, I think. Well, maybe that's fine. That is... oh, I was like, what the heck is that thing? It's a chute. I got my chutes. Yeah, let's say we do... oh. How did I have it before? Oh, I think we just need to leave it the way that it was. With this thing here and then the other one over here, and then the stackers just kind of set up the way that they are. Because this is... well, I mean, it might be a good idea to push it up against the wall. Okay, let's push it up against the wall. We'll have it how we had it for the most part, but we're gonna push it up against the wall. So let me get my tools here. So we've removed the mod. Remove the plastic. Cut out the wires. I should have really put these down before I actually filled them in, I think. That would have been smart. Which is exactly why I didn't do it. We're not here to do smart things. We're here to do interesting things. And on that front, we are definitely winning. Oh, shoot, there was stuff in there. Whoops. Sorry. That away for you. I mean, at least you get it back. So, the furthest, if we're going to do it the way that I want to do it, the autolathe has to be here. And then the stacker would be either here. It's an unloader. Probably here would be the most efficient use of space. Not true. Oh, if I scoot it over a little bit more though. Let's try that. Just want to have, like I said, maximize my space options. Like that. I think that's it. So we have access to this. Nothing's clipping with the wall that I can tell. And then that lets me put this here. I mean, heck, we could even, this is a little close for comfort. I think we put it here. And then we do the next one, which is the electronics printer. So that's going to go against the back wall as well. Same deal. And then one more in the very back. Like so. You have to push it up a little more. There we go. And then this is going to move somewhere else. Right, there was something in there. I forgot about that. Whoops. Okay, at least it comes out. All right. Oh, hey, I got that cable now. I forgot about that. We don't need it anymore. At least not right now. Let's remove that. Put the grating back down. I can see how it's gonna look. So if I'm gonna do anything, I think we want to put the... I think we want to put this here. That way we don't have to have a stacker in the way. If that makes sense. Makes sense to me. Wait, what? Whoops. Hey, come on. What is going on here? Completely illogical. My plastic. Cut out the wire. Remove this iron. And wrench it off. Okay, so this is the hydraulic pipe ender, so that goes in the back. Line it up. Looks good. Not quite. Scooch it over a little more. There. Okay, I think... Let's get a look at how it looks before we fill these in. But I think this is the way to go. So we have all three of the main assembly things on this side. Easy access to put stuff in. We don't have to like fiddle around with it at all. And there's plenty of room to get in the back if we need to, like, for whatever reason, get in this back corner. And then over here, we would put the manufactory. Because it doesn't take up that much space, and also it doesn't need a stacker. So it's easy to get around to either side. And it's just the one thing. I think we finally did it. I think we got it. Now, the only problem is we have the recycler, but I think we can find a place for that that's not in here. We'll have a separate area for that. Let's go ahead and rapid fire these guys together. Should be pretty easy. Oh, okay, one of these things is not like the other, and then plastic. And then screwdriver. And then mods. We have the auto lathe, pipe bender, boom, electronic printer, boom, auto lathe, boom. They all still look correct. Nothing has changed. And the only thing we need to do now is wire them up. So now we're gonna pull the floors up so we can see what we're doing. Okay, easy. Grab our cable, grab our cutters, cut the cables, and then fix them. There. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is one cable that comes down the line by the stacker. Like this. So that way we can minimize how much cable's going everywhere. There we go. Boom, boom. Oop, I had it. One of these days I'll figure out what the rotation keys do. Oh, that's all of our cable. Perfect. So we wire everything. Make sure everything turns on. This already was turning on, so we're good. We can make a basketball. Cool. Now we turn everything back off.
Power low.
Yep. Yeah. I know. Power low, hygiene low, hunger caution, hungry, thirsty, needs more atmosphere. Okay, I think we're good. How's it looking now? Everything looks good. There's even some extra room here to maybe, I don't know, put some lockers down or something, or maybe put lockers up in the back, up on the walls. We could do shelves. But I think as far as like a nice clean room where you can make stuff, this is pretty darn good. So we're gonna head back over to our area and we're gonna grab all of the metal ore backpacks and also get our stuff changed out. I need some food. Whew. That was nasty. I should really like draw things on a piece of paper before I do them in real life. How much extra time did I just add trying to feng shui my assembly room? When I was building that room, I was thinking to myself, like, is this gonna be big enough? And I'm like, oh yeah, this is bigger than it needs to be. There's plenty of room in here. And then every time I do that and I start like trying to build something, I'm like, oh, this room is way too small for what I'm trying to do. I should know by now. I should just make every room 11 by 11 and partition it as needed. It'd save me so much time in the long run. All right, we still got the vending machine in here. This can come down. So let's throw in a little bit more coal. But yeah, I think everything can start migrating over.
Hunger caution.
Yep, yeah, I know. That's the whole reason we're here. I remember. Settle down, lady. There we go. Yeah, look at that. We got required or requisitioned. Recovered. Maybe that's a better word for it. We recovered some free cable. All right, step 1. Open the waste canister. Yeah, we gotta fill up another thing of oxygen here. Gotta make sure that we don't accidentally overpressure this thing, so you gotta keep an eye on it. I am looking into making a canister filler inside the new base. I was hoping to pressurize it first, but I think the way we're doing it is not gonna happen. Stellar supplies, that's garbage. Unfortunate. It's okay though, that's what happens. We got food. We got water. Water do we have left, actually? I should look at that. We just slurped down like an entire bottle of water. Dang. Making me thirsty. Just thinking about it. All right. So let's start. We can probably leave most of this stuff in here because this is still going to be our kitchen for a while. Thinking if there's anything we can pull out of the walls. This needs to stay here. This all stuff needs to stay here. These need to stay here. This needs to stay here. Yeah, I think everything in this room is staying for a while. If thinking about water makes you thirsty, you're probably dehydrated. I might be. I tend to not drink as much when I'm gaming, which is what I do most of the day. Or really when I'm doing anything. It's like, I don't want to stop what I'm doing and drink water. I need one of those straws like the astronauts so you can just drink water while you're sitting there. I have a Camelback, but that's also still kind of inconvenient to use. X says get up to both pee and drink water. That's smart. Gets you away from what you're doing. Gets you out of work for however many minutes. And now that they moved the bathrooms like way away from my office, I gotta go up and down like 3 flights of stairs just to get to the bathroom. It's like a whole expedition. It sucks, but you know, whatever. It's gonna be like that until they finish working on the big pipe in front of the building. They're digging up the road and installing new, I would get like main water lines, I guess you would call them. New water line main something under the streets. It's like a whole thing. It's apparently going to take them 3 months, 8 to 10 weeks, something like that. More time away from work, free exercise. I guess I could look at it that way. But I also feel weird walking so far away to use the bathroom. It's like I don't know, and since like we used to have a lot more bathrooms in the building, and now they're condensed down to just 3 bathrooms that are not, they don't have stalls or anything. It's just one bathroom where you lock the door. It's like always so weird. And this might, I don't know how other people feel about this, but like when you're in the bathroom and like you hear somebody walking up to the door because they have to go and you're sitting there like, oh great, this is gonna be awkward. Maybe that's just me. I don't want to deal with other people interrupting me when I'm trying to do my business, you know? All right. We've raised our hygiene enough. Let's get out there and do something beneficial. I liked my old bathroom because it was right close to my office. There's only 2 guys in my department, so it's either me or him in there. And it was nice and it was close. And I knew nobody else from the building was going to be nearby. Now I don't know what kind of strange person's going to rock up while I'm in there. Just like the scariest situation I can imagine is somebody coming up to the bathroom door while you're in there and being like, hey, is anyone in there? Like banging on the door. Oh, horrifying. Okay, let's get all these mineral backpacks over to the thing. I have performance anxiety in the bathroom. I wouldn't say that. I just don't want to be bothered, you know? I mean, sure, if it's like one of those bathrooms where there's like multiple stalls and like urinals next to each other, it's a little weird, but you know, it's expected that there's going to be other people in there. Now, obviously, if somebody's standing at the urinal next to you staring at your junk, sure, that's one thing. But that doesn't usually happen, at least not here. Maybe if you live in the city. What were we talking about again? Oh, yeah. So we have to finish moving all this stuff over, and then I guess we can start working on an actual project, like pressurizing this area with atmosphere so we can actually start getting some work done without having to run around in my suit constantly because it's a vacuum. Okay, what do we got? Step 1, we have the iron and coal backpack. The other backpack and the gold and silver and lead backpack. Could probably break that up a little bit more efficiently, but I didn't, so whatever. Oh, then we have all this other stuff too. Holy cow. I have so much silver because I use that to supercharge my furnace so I can make stuff quicker. You're wondering why there's so much just random silver ingots all over the place. Urban says that must have been fun in the army. No, it's different. I'm telling, it's the expectation of the environment you're in. If you're in a public bathroom and there's lots of people in there, whatever, you go in, you do what you got to do. But if you're in like a single bathroom that's basically like your house bathroom, but not at your house, things can get weird and different. And that's what I'm talking about. Not that weird, obviously, but you know, a little bit weird. Maybe the recycler just needs to go over. Oh my god.
I shot him six times.
6 times.
I shot him in the heart.
Can't have gotten very far. Come on.
I shot him six times.
Come on,
This
Grandpa.
guy is mad. He's not human.
Shot him 6 times, huh? All right, let's see what else we got. Oh boy. Philip, why are you harassing me in my stream? I'm just trying to play my game. He's coming in here asking me for my toothbrush. He's got to wash his hands. Flush the toilet while I was in the shower. Every possible bad thing. Wow, so this thing is holding its temperature very well. So there is an atmosphere in there. You can see I have a setup to vacuum it out and then fill it back in with hot CO2. So if we need it to cool off, we can pull the atmosphere out and then we can push it back in to repressurize it so that it holds its temperature. And of course, since it's sealed, I don't think the temperature or there's an exchange with windows. There might be. I think it only applies to solar radiation getting through windows that increases heat. Hot carbon in Urban's area. I don't know about in your area. Don't they have a carbon tax over there? Oh my god. He's back. What a great movie. Kind of. What was I was gonna do something. Oh, I was gonna go grab the flat walls. Right. They don't have, okay, they don't have a carbon tax. He wishes there was a carbon tax. Guys, try out some of the newer ones. Don't forget about the newer ones. I know we all like the ones from last year. I mean, the Leprechaun one is okay. I wish there was more memorable lines from Leprechaun.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
Mathregan.
All right, yeah. Let's get the Chucky one in there. Oh, Mathregan. You guys see they're making a sequel or set in the same universe or whatever. Okay, do we want to do, let's get some ideas here. Do we want to do rounded corners Or what? What is that? You guys hear that? Fuck is... Sounds like a clock. Didn't I read that the same universe one was going to be like softcore or something along those lines? Oh, I hope so. That'd be great. Finally, they're making movies with like boobs in them again. Okay, what do we think of this one, guys? I'm partial to the like cut off corners. I think that looks good. But I'm always willing to hear some feedback from others. So how are the ferns doing? The ferns are doing great. Thriving towards seeding. So we can probably, at some point, we can probably get rid of these soybeans for now, actually, because they're going to be eating all our nitrogen. And replace it with ferns as we get more ferns. Urban says, my neighbor has started using their fireplace every evening, which, let's be honest, is a little early to be doing all that. What? Why? They have their AC on, so it's cooled their house down too much, so they got to get the fireplace going. That makes sense. Pretty much the only thing I can think of. I got to bring a locker in here at some point. Let's do that now, while I'm thinking about it. I'm kind of curious if we can breathe in there. I'm gonna guess no, just because there's not a high concentration of oxygen. But it would be funny if we could. Check the liquid canister. Still a little bit of liquid in there. Man, I can't even imagine. I think the earliest I will turn on the heater, it's got to get pretty darn cold before I turn the heater on around here. Like, I'm running the AC most of the year. Okay, hold. Locker. I need a locker. I gotta start writing shit down. I have a pencil and I have a notepad. I should be using them more often. Let's get a locker. There we go. And then, we'll keep the seeds inside the main botany room. Urban says we've had some cold weather the last couple of weeks. What the heck? I guess it's been a little bit, it's been slightly cooler here, but I wouldn't say cold at, like, by any stretch. It has been pleasant, or it was pleasantly mild, which was nice. And then it, you know, kicked back into summer here. It was like 100 degrees on Monday. We have a ton of switchgrass. And I'd like to set up, and maybe this will go outside, but I have this tablet that is specifically to leave in here so that I can check things without having to swap out stuff or whatever. Very convenient. Check nitrogen. Nitrogen concentration is currently 3%. It's pretty good. We could probably continue growing soybeans if we really wanted to, but I am much more interested in the seeding ferns here. I need to finish this airlock too, and plus there's a room for expansion on this side, and also here. I mean, there's basically enough expansion room in here for way more than I'll ever need, but we can put some here, and some here. We just need to get more grow lights and more pipes and stuff, but that is a problem for the future. Maybe, I don't know. We need a nitrogen source. That's a good, I don't think there is. I mean, the best source of nitrogen is probably collecting the off gas from ores, or I mean, buying ice is my favorite way to do it. All right, let's see what Rilip has to say about Mithrigan. A spin-off of Mithrigan is on the way, as well as Atomic Monster, Blumhouse, and Universal are developing Soulmate, a new film expanding on the Mithrigan universe. Soulmate Releases in theaters on January 2nd, 2026. 2026? Described as a throwback 90s style erotic thriller with a technological twist. So like Sliver? They already made that movie. It's gonna be like Her, but with more pornography. I'm down for that. That sounds good. They could just get Scarlett Johansson back. Right. The recycler and the centrifuge we still have. I think it's time, guys. I don't have a lot of oxygen in the pipe, but I do have a lot of ice. I think if we find another trader with more ice, I can just buy that. We also have oxygen stored in these tanks, plus liquid nitrogen. We have 328 liters of liquid nitrogen. That might be enough to do what we need to do. I wonder what's in here. Is there a bunch? There's no pressure. Okay. Urban says, can we not just grow beans? We can grow beans, but they need nitrogen. That's the problem. The beans need nitrogen, and I have no way to make nitrogen currently. All right, power is looking good. We may need to expand the wind farm as I move more machines in. Oh, it's finally time to take down the furnace. Let's do it. Ex Machina, but with worse writing. Oh, fuck, Ex Machina. I didn't see it, but when I read about it, I'm like, this sounds so stupid. And I think I might have been right. Guys, what if there was a machine that was so smart it was like a human? Would it be a human? Maybe. I don't know. Does it matter? I guess it does kind of matter a little bit. But you don't have to call something a human. You can just say, you're not human, but you are intelligent and you deserve respect and like rights and stuff. Oh, we got to make this all about like, well, if it's not human, it doesn't, we could just, you know, do whatever we want to it. Yeah, that's the thing. So Urban is saying that beans improve nitrogen content. That works by fixing nitrogen from the atmosphere into the soil, which is what the soybeans do. The problem is I need the nitrogen in the atmosphere to grow them, and I have no way to put nitrogen in the atmosphere. So it's not so much the nitrogen fixing properties as it is that they need to breathe the nitrogen to actually function. Is there anything in here? No. Okay. All right. I think the time has finally come to get rid of this, to throw out the old furnace. It's gonna feel pretty empty in here. It'll just be the vending machine. But what are you gonna do? Oh my god. Hey, Jack PS9, they're back. We're back with all the raiders. Welcome, raiders. You've come at a most opportune time. We are starting to deconstruct the old base and move into the new one. So, oh, I'm concerned. If I deconstruct this, is that going to release a bunch of atmosphere, or is it going to push it into the pipes? It looks like it pushed it into the pipes. So, Jack PS9, another Stationeers person. Check them out if you like Stationeers, although if you're here, you probably already know about them. So, let's on with the game here. There's the old furnace. Okay, that did release a bunch of hot gas. Let's vacuum that out quick. Not a lot. It should have been pretty low. Like less than a kilopascal. And then we'll start opening up these pipes and just kind of letting it flow out to the cowl. Look at this. We're recovering all of our old pipes that now we can reuse later. Jack says, I did though manage to get a trader to sell me a laptop right at the end. Oh, very nice. They're pretty cheap to make, but if you can get a trader to sell you one, that's pretty convenient. I tend to not end up making one and then I regret it later. Okay, there's a floating cowl outside. Nobody look at that. Nobody look. Do not perceive the floating cowl. All right, shut you off. It's just nighttime, so we can go outside relatively safely. Okay, that's for the airlock, right? All right, we can get rid of you. Ooh, this is gonna be nice. Finally recover some of these useful electronics that we can use later. No more console. All right, so we'll just go inside. We'll slap the cowl on the inside and let the vent handle the rest. Also, I think my solar panels might be wrecked. Well, one of them is. This one's wrecked. What happens if it gets wrecked? Angle grinder required. Oh, it just gives you parts. Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, whatever. I wasn't using them anyway. Not a huge deal. I was just kind of letting them wither up here. You put your solar panels in a glass room. That's always felt a little exploity to me because there's no downside, I guess, other than making the room. So I tend to wait until I have the better ones before I use solar panels in large quantities. Otherwise, I just fix them with duct tape. Doesn't require that much upkeep usually. Let's go ahead and cowl that up. All right, suck it out. Let's go. Let's take this whole thing apart. Oh, shoot. Oh, whatever. We should be able to reset this board, I think. Or maybe it won't matter. Who cares? Maybe we can just recycle everything. Yeah, this stuff can all... Okay, not the vending machine. The vending machine has to stay, but the rest can mostly go. There we go. Get rid of all of these. Okay. Drill them out. Drill, thank you. So now we have a console. Good stuff. Jack only has 2 solars. What world are you playing on, Jack? I gotta pop over there one of these days and see how you do your things. Playing on Mars? Okay, well, Mars is nice and easy to do. So you don't have to worry about anything too crazy like the storm. Well, I mean, there's storms, yes, but you don't have to worry about the fact that it's 700 degrees outside during the day. Which tends to be a slight problem when you like living. All right, so we have the furnace, we have a gate, oh, these are damaged. Eesh. Maybe I should keep the recycler out here for now, if we're not going to set it up inside the base yet. Oh, power low. Okay, let's pop inside. We'll have something to eat quick. Evaluate who's around. Cosmic clouds, that sounds great. Okay, that's a gas trader. I mean, that's not the best. I'd much rather have the ones that sell ice, but I'll take a gas trader over a lot of other things. That's one way to get nitrogen. We could buy it in bulk. Oh shoot, I didn't reset this. All right, how bad is it? Pretty bad. 65. You made it to 100 days on the moon, so you should be... Oh yeah, you should... Mars, I think, is slightly easier than the moon just because you have access to an atmosphere. But I mean, they're both very easy because the moon doesn't have storms. Honestly, if you're good at vacuum play, you should try Mimas. Mimas is pretty good. Need to go up more. I'm getting nothing here. All right, let's start from 0 and work from there. While we're doing that, we can be eating too. Have a fries. Have a drink. Drink. I think we're at 100 days or so here on Vulcan. Okay. So I think it must be on the other side here. Just flip it around to like 330. See what that gets us. Not great. Let's drop it down. That is worse, I think. Try 340. No. Okay. 300 then. Might be the other way. Okay, yeah, it's the other way. Gotcha. Let's drop it down. That's slower. Let's go this way. More Chrono Trigger sounds like. Huh. They really want me to play Chrono Trigger. All right, we should be able to get this one. 16 degrees. What was it, 12 before? $19. Okay, now we were getting closer. So let's do it and then drop it down a little more. That's actually worse. Let's bring it up. 5 degrees. There we go. We'll take that. 20 seconds. No big deal. Okay, so we have water. We have food. Let's replenish our tanks. I think we can go a little bit longer without the oxygen refill. I don't want to deplete the habitable zone of breathable oxygen. And let's bring in this trader. There we go. Here he comes. Oh. One of these days I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to drink the water. The cap's gonna be on. Well, not all the way on, just blocking it. It's gonna open, it's gonna spill all over my face. It'll be hilarious. Okay, let's go talk to the guy. Let's see what he's got. Oh, he might be selling liquid nitrogen. We could use that theoretically. That would be kind of cold for our plants, but they do need to chill out a little bit. It's not the worst idea. Okay, this is all done. Oh, right, this thing's still here. And I said I was gonna bring the centrifusion stuff over here so we can do all our recycling out here while we're, I don't know, whatever we're doing. Another gas display might be useful. And anything that I want to leave here. I think I want all this stuff to come with me, actually. Oh, these can stay here on the floor. Yeah, those belong here. This is their home. We have some, yeah, some IO kits. Old miner, we can break that down. Yeah, we have all this reagent. So yeah, I'll just move the recycler and stuff out here. And let's see what our friend, the trader, has. What have you got, my friend? It's got bulk, everything, bulk nitrous oxide. That's pretty good. And then we could buy a nitrogen canister. Okay. Nothing too good. What is he buying? Nothing. Yeah, I think we're gonna kick you out of here. I don't need anything from you right now. We'll try to get a better ice trader. Black hole's coming up, guys. Watch out. Though it is conveniently behind our base mountain. All right, so if you're just joining us and you haven't seen the base yet, we are approaching the mountain entrance to the base. Really thinks the traders are going to be mad at me. They're robots. They don't get mad. They get even. Well, sometimes they have useful stuff. I'm looking for the I'm looking for liquid traders and ore traders. Those are the big ones that I'd like. And I guess, well, we don't really need the plant traders anymore. That's, you want to get them early, but then once you have them, you're good. We have consoles. Oh, we're loading this thing up. Okay. We have sensors. We've got pipes. We've got iron sheets. Didn't think we'd need those again. Got heavy cable. I should maybe, hold on, let me grab the, where's the recycler? Oh, it's probably over in the other room. I was just thinking I should probably go fix my other solar panels before they break too. Okay, there you go. We have pipes, we have a cowl. We've got a valve. We have two valves actually. I have a yellow one and a white one. That is of course easy to fix. This stuff should go out here. Start moving the IO kits in with the paint. This can get recycled. Active vent and meter can go in here. And actually, yeah, we have a bunch of pipes out here. This is this area is still currently being worked on, but everything is at least enclosed at this point. Look at this atmospherics room, guys. This is so big, and it might come in handy later for storing and mixing gases, but right now it feels very ambitious, let's say. Maybe a little too ambitious. So that's recyclable. Let's go out here. Nothing's exploded yet. We have the centrifuge and the recycler. Now, the recycler is a thing by itself. We don't have to do anything with that. However, the centrifuge requires some bits. 4 steel sheets. So we'll have to make sure we have 4 steel sheets when we go over there, so that we can actually finish it. And I want to grab as much stuff from here to recycle as I can. So that can get recycled. The rest of this stuff can probably stay. Steel sheets. That's too many. There we go. All right, let's get back over there before another storm comes and ruins. Shoot. I gotta make duct tape first. Hey, this is Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I know this song. This is supposed to be like music that evokes winter and cold. What do you get? You guys feel, are you getting that? I don't know what I was expecting. I guess more like ice levels from platformers or something. This just sounds like generic orchestral music, I think. All right. We got the duct tape. Let's get going. Guys, did you hear they're making a sequel / reboot of Labyrinth? I was just reading this today on Reddit, on the movie subreddit. Okay, good. You should only hear music when it's very quiet otherwise. It's just there so that it's never silent. So if you can't hear it, that's good. That means you're listening to the sound of my voice instead. Anyway, so I don't know how I feel about that. Like, Labyrinth is great. It's a weird fever dream of an 80s classic. And I don't even know, like, what the plan is. Like, what is the point? I guess to make money, but wasn't the problem that Labyrinth didn't make any money? Who are they getting to play Bowie's Bulge? Well, I don't know how they're gonna get to play as Bulge, but the role of the Goblin King, sadly RIP to David Bowie, will be going to Chris Pratt. So we'll see how that goes. He's so cool. All right, let's if you couldn't get a movie to make money with Bowie, why would you do it again? Who else? No, guys, I'm making it up. They're not, I mean, they might be making a remake of Labyrinth, but obviously they're not going to make it with Chris Pratt. If they do, then truth is officially stranger than fiction. And we have bigger problems that we now need to be concerned with. All right, so this should be able to go like that. In fact, I can probably scooch that over one more just so things don't accidentally roll in there. And actually, this doesn't even need to be filled in. We just need the power one. Where's my welder? Or me the wrench first, I think. Rhythm says, oh, thank God. Yeah, of course I'm joking. I wouldn't... Why would I know anything about what's happening in the world of movies? That's Emmy's domain. She told me that they're doing a like reboot of the Halloween series. It's supposed to go back to like the 1960s when Michael Myers was just a kid. But I don't know, man. Why would you do that? All right, there we go. We got some iron. And then we have our reagent mix, which I will actually throw this crappy mining drill in here. I believe recycling this junk gives us nothing, so yeah, that's pointless. Go ahead and throw that in there. Turn that on. Okay, let's see what everybody else had to say about that. Rilip says it's just dumb enough I can't tell if it's real or not. If you had Scarlett Johansson, I would have known, but Pratt, it's anybody's guess. If I had said Scarlett Johansson. Who would she even play? Maybe the Goblin Queen? She could pull off like a new role. Jareth's crazy sister or something. My brother was a fool to let you leave the labyrinth. That's my Scarlett Johansson as the Goblin Queen voice. Deal with it. I'll get you, my pretty. Something to that effect. This radiator stuff, hey, that can probably go inside at this point. The old furnace, I want to say I can find a use for that, but I really don't know. I think at this point, yeah, the furnace is just kind of whatever. So it's going to make iron and copper. We'll have to throw that in there when we have a chance. We got reagent mix. Oh, no. We don't know what that is. Okay, you know, I'm just going to leave all the reagent mix here and we'll sort it out later. That's what it's here for after all. Oh, I had fucking biomass in there. I'm stupid. Ah, whatever. It'll do its thing. Not a big deal. All right, let's go fix those solar panels before they completely break. Rilip would not be surprised if she was cast as Jennifer Connelly's character. I would. Jennifer Connelly's still alive. She's still acting. If you're gonna do like a reunion or whatever, what are they calling them now? Creative resets? Reboot, remake, re-sequel? They keep coming up with this crazy terms for these things. Okay, we're inside. It's very hot out still. That's not that hot. It's a little bit hot. Reloaded. The Labyrinth reloaded. Philip says, like The Matrix, only ironically it isn't. They did a fourth Matrix movie. It was called The Matrix Re-Sequel or whatever. I didn't see it. You could say that about any movie and it would probably be true. I guess my only downside here is that since the recycler's out here, I gotta bring my biomass out here to get recycled. Maybe I just make another recycler and put it in the greenhouse area. repurchase. Wait, what was it actually called? Excess, some of the animatrices were nice. I love the animatrix, like unironically. I thought it was so interesting. It kind of reminded me of Liquid Television on MTV, where it was just all these different animation styles, all these different stories. Like, that's what the Matrix could have had more of. That would have been awesome. No, they weren't all great, but they were all interesting in some way. And they all fleshed out the world, and like, just some of them were like visually interesting, some of them were philosophically interesting, some of them were just interesting for the world building. Like the one about the runner who wakes up because he's just like so tuned in to his body that he knows something's wrong when he like gets in the zone or whatever. That one is amazing. It's a short, simple story, and the animation is great. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an animation nerd or whatever. Hex like the runner, also like the runner. Skater Boy was best. See, I don't even remember. There's so many of them. I don't even remember all of them. Was that the one where they found like a place where things were weird, like in Thor 2? Or I might just be mixing it up with the plot of Thor 2. Or possibly one of the Grudge movies. And then, of course, there was the one that's basically just like, how did the machine war get started and how did it end up? There's also the one where they like hack into one of the robots' minds and turn it friendly, Terminator 2 style. So many. I'm just thinking of them all now. Skater Boy accidentally discovers the Matrix, gets hunted by agents. I gotta rewatch the Animatrix. Honestly, I think I'd rather watch the Animatrix than the actual Matrix movie. Star Stop. What the fuck is Star Stop? I guess we'll find out. Reset to 0. Reset to 60. Maybe I should look at what this is before I waste my time. All right. Stationeers. Traders. Okay, let's take a peek. Oh, this has not been updated, like, ever. Oh, man. Okay, I guess we're gonna look, and we're gonna have to find out ourselves if he's any good. Okay, nothing there. So I think the Animatrix is probably gonna appeal to you if you really like Aeon Flux. Which I'll admit I'm not a huge fan of Aeon Flux, but it's that style of animation. I mean not the actual style, but like the mature story for adults that's told via animation. Come on. You know what else I liked? Speaking of the Matrix, there was the video game on the PS2 that's basically a midquel between the Matrix and the Matrix Reloaded. That was pretty good. There's also the Matrix Online. I did not play that one. I'm sure it was okay. Okay, are we getting closer or farther? It looks like farther. Try 110. Okay, nothing. 130. I think it's worse now. Let's bring it back and drop it down to 90. That is worse. All right, bring it up to 40. It's going up. It's going up. Ah, there we go. Okay. 10 degrees. 12 degrees. Be 105. 8 degrees. 7 degrees. Okay, so it's further up. 3 degrees. Okay, there we go. All right, let's find out what Star Stop sells and reset this before I go. Don't forget to do that. I should make a button for that. One of these days, guys, I am going to write an IC chip. Ah, fuck me. I pulled it out before it was ready. Was it 110 and like 35? You have to actually like finish contacting it before it or it'll get messed up. Okay, 7 degrees, that's good enough. It'll take 16 seconds. Okay, now don't touch anything and let it interrogate and then reset it. Jeez. How'd I goof that up? Put the nitrogen in here. 22.3 moles. I think there's more moles of nitrogen in here than there are in the other one. I'll have to get more ice, I think. All right, now he's gonna land. And now we reset. Got him. Here he comes, our new trader. All right, what are some other great movies while we're talking about movies? Let's not do the thing where we talk about bad movies. Let's talk about good movies today. Let's talk about, are there any good movies in theaters right now? That's a good question. I don't even know what's out there. I guess Twisters is still in theaters. Deadpool versus Wolverine. Is there like a Despicable Me movie? Oh no, I opened the door before I was ready. I was distracted. Okay, now we gotta sit here in the stand of shame. All right, let's get the rest of this stuff cooking. Strange Darling. Yeah. How Long Leg? Oh, I saw Long Legs the other day. That was pretty good. I heard that was good. I don't watch horror movies though, so I don't know that I would watch that. Throw some charcoal in there. That'll fill up the battery a little bit more. Philip says, I heard if you liked the other Deadpool movies, the newest one is good, but if you weren't a fan, it's more of the same. I mean, I liked the first one well enough. It's not really my favorite movie of all time. I didn't see the second one, so I guess I wasn't interested enough in a sequel. I guess I'm probably not interested in the third sequel or second sequel. Okay, let's get all this stuff out of here. Oh wait, hold on. I still got to do the stand of shame because we goofed up. Gotta wait for everything to get pumped back into the habitable room. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Okay, what's coming out this year still? It's only August. I guess we're only like halfway through the year, right? Well, a little bit more. There's gotta be some good movies on the horizon. Urban, you're a movie guy, right? I feel like if anybody around here is gonna have seen a movie, it's gonna be you. You just said you saw Long Legs. What about you, Rilip? Do you take your family to the movies at all, or is that just like... I guess you don't have to go to the movies anymore. You can just stay at home and watch it on your TV. I guess I just want to know if anybody does that. All right, we'll just let it be. We got to talk to the trader. Hopefully it's not hot enough for there to auto ignite. So, all right. Oh, this guy sells food. Okay. So I guess, oh, he also sells duct tape. That's kind of fun. Box of chem lights, box of spray cans, medical pills, hand sanitizer. What the fuck do I need that for? Oh, wait. Oh, does that? Oh, that'll give me hygiene. That's not a bad idea, actually. What is he buying? Hard suit package. I don't really need any of this stuff. But that's cool that you have all that. Thanks for popping in. Get you out of here. We're gonna take all this stuff. over to the noon base. You know what? I just watched a review of the new Crow movie, and I've already forgotten all about it. Rilip goes to the theater once a year because it's too expensive. Stream just came out. I've heard it was pretty good. There's a movie called Stream. Yeah, the Crow remake, which I guess, is it based on a comic book? Because they made the original one, of course. And now they're making this one. And I guess I just don't know enough about movies or comic books to weigh in one way or the other. All right, we have sensors, we've got gas displays, we've got laptops. Do we have anything else? We have an arc furnace that we don't really need anymore, but we're gonna hold on to just in case. Always good to have those backup things available. So logic, memory, processor, logic, radiator. Based on a 1989 comic book of the same name, The Crow. Okay. All right, let's go pop into our other room. And I think, what time is it now? It's 7:40. Okay, we got plenty of time. I would really, really, really like to get to the point where we can walk around in this area, like the whole base, without a suit on. So unless we're going outside or into the botany room, we should not need a suit. Oh, yeah, I don't know if anybody saw this. I decided it would be really cool if I had, like, the pipes going down instead of going up like I would normally do. So let me know what you think of this design. Feel free to type out your comments in the chat about how awesome you think this is. AF Parade looked kind of fun. Wait a minute. It would be really cool if we had a window into hell. I mean, I think it is cool. I honestly would probably would look even cooler if I dug it out so you could see the lava. But mostly I just thought it would be cool to, you know, you'd see all the pipes going down. It looks like it's pulling heat, like geothermally, to power the furnace, which I guess it kind of is in like a cosmic sort of way. You know what? No. I'm not fucking with this. This already looks good. Let's not go on another tangent where I second guess the layout of my production room. There's room, we can get to the corners. We can access all of these easily without like running into stuff. It's easy to run around. There's lots of space. There's room for ceilings and walls. Emmy says Terrifier 3 comes out October 11th, which makes me angry. Why? Okay, what else? We have that. Okay, let's pause. Let's think about this. What do I need to do now? What do I need in order to finish my goal of... Okay, I know what I need. I need a suit dock. Let's get a suit dock going. Step 1. We'll make 3 of them. Suit storage. So iron, copper, silver. Oh, luckily we have a ton of silver. So that's not going to be a problem. Iron. We don't have iron. We can make some. We do have some iron. I'll just throw it all in there. Okay, so iron. We need copper. There we go. Just grab all the copper too. We can always, like I said, go mining. All right, we're gonna make 3 suit storage, and the reason I make 3 is because that basically lets me arrange the pipes and stuff such that I can make sure they are, I can extend it in either direction if I needed to. Emmy says Christmas movies should not come out before Halloween, even if they are horror movies. Oh, I guess it's a Christmas movie. Why is it called Terrifier? What a weird name for a Christmas movie. That's the one with the clowns, right? That you were showing me. And I was like, this looks terrible. Why would anybody watch this? And then Emmy said, this is my favorite movie. How dare you? Something to that effect. Wait, what? Oh, there's no, huh? Why is this open? Oh, this is on backwards. Fuck. Whoops. I goofed that up. There we go. Turn that on and fix that. Probably make sure the other one is okay. Yeah, those are all facing the correct way. Let's get one more now. So we have 3. Only the third one is a Christmas one. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think the problem is people don't want to watch a horror movie in December. Unless it's like Krampus or something that's very much Christmas themed. So I haven't seen the trailer for Terrifier. Maybe it very is heavily leaning into that. All right, so let's go set these up and then we can figure out what we need to make it work. This can go. Oh, okay, I guess it can go in here then. Let's go, let's go. Come on, come on. Portable AC coming through. Have it come out in November. I guess that works. Sure, why not? All right, I think what I want to do is have the suit storages here where these tanks are. And these are definitely going to have to go somewhere else at some point. So let's make sure we have that. We have it up against the wall like so. Oh, okay. I got an achievement for building a suit storage, I guess. Okay, so power and data goes at the top. So power, data, and then waste comes out the middle. Wait, propellant comes in the back, and oxygen comes in the front. So let's get that working. And actually take these into the other room with the AC, so it's more room to work with. Get our pipes here and paint them white so we can hook them up. We're gonna need I'm gonna start writing stuff down here so that I know what we need. Urban says, I want spooky vibes to span from late September through to spring. Just, yeah, Emmy wants it all year round. Okay, so we need pressure regulators ×2. So 1 for the propellant, 1 for the oxygen. We need lots of pipes. We need, I guess we already have utility kits. I think that's like just the pressure regulator is what we're gonna need here. And I guess 1. Do we have it? We don't. That's a volume pump. That's not what we need. I guess one of these would be good too, just so we can cut off the flow of gas if we need to. It's always nice to have the ability to do that in various places along your line. Like I have one here. If I need to turn this off, it's a one-way valve, but if I need to turn it off, I can. All right, let's put some more appropriate music on now, I think. Do some space music. All right, oh, I need the white paint. We can make oxygen pipes. There we go. We'll go out into the airlock to spray these so we don't get a bunch of poison gas in the atmosphere. That wouldn't be good. So there's 1, 2, whoops, 3. Okay. And there we have it. So should be good. So we have it running through here. It splits off here. and goes out this way. So now we got to finish this. So the important thing is we need to make sure that we don't cross our nitrogen, which is green, with our oxygen, which is white. So that nitrogen is going to be running down the center. We don't have it yet. And the oxygen needs to come in the front, and the nitrogen needs to come in the back. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it all the way over here and then down, like so. I'll show you guys. Okay, we're going to need a lot more. I'll have to go make some more pipes after this, I think. And the basic idea is that this can then all connect back up the ceiling. The only problem we might have is the waste connector, but I think that'll be okay. Okay, that is a bit of a problem. Maybe I actually want to run it up and then over. No, because then the nitrogen. Well, shoot. I gotta rethink this. Ooh. So if the nitrogen has to go here, I guess the nitrogen would want to go all the way over, and then it could run along the back. So in that case, we want the oxygen to actually just curve right here, and that's fine. It's always weird trying to get these to line up. It's kind of like that old thought experiment slash impossible problem. You got 3 houses and 3 utilities, and you got to try to get a pipe to every utility without crossing over. It's impossible. So sometimes you gotta get a little creative in this game. We do have 3 dimensions to work in at least. So if we need to do something funky, we can. So that should work. I'm gonna set these here. We'll go make more pipes to do the other ones. So we'll have green pipe coming this way, and then, oh, that can actually just run straight across the back and down, and then get in the back, and then the waste can go over this way and vent out from the wall. That works. Is there any reason that would cause a problem? I guess I would like to have the canister fills as well. So let's go see if we can set that up. Got the green spray paint. Just gonna leave that there. Okay, we have a couple of utility kits. Split them in half. Paint 1 green, 1 white. And then we'll see what we get. Or how about games? You know what? I don't know why I always want to talk about movies on this channel. You guys know I don't watch movies, but I do play a lot of games. I picked up Core Keeper. I mentioned that a little earlier, but if you weren't here, I did get it. I finally got it. Everybody's been begging me to get Core Keeper. It was on sale today. I was like, you know what? I got that birthday money. Let's use a little bit of it on a game that everybody wants to see me play. So I got it. I started out. I had no idea what I was doing. I was having a pretty good time, and then I had to start the stream. A sale at launch? How queer. Yes, a sale at launch. 15% off. Classic stuff. Okay, let's say I want to have the things here. Flip that around. That's not right. There we go. So what I think we can do, maybe we want to scooch that over 1. There's a wrench, never mind. The 1 here, and then the other one here. Other way. There we go. And one there. Or I could do it right here, I guess. That might be better. See how that looks. Again, I'll have to figure out how I want this to look specifically. There's one. Oh, that was correct. Flip it up. Nope. As usual, I can't get these to look the way that I want them to because the blueprint is useless. There we go. 5 minutes to halftime. Oh boy, how exciting. I don't know what we're watching yet, but I'm sure it'll be wonderful, whatever it is. Oh shoot, is this already hooked up? Shit. Okay, hold on, we gotta back that off a little bit. I already jumped the gun as I'm supposed to be hooked up yet. Okay, now we need to get the pressure regulators. So we're gonna do that next. We need 2 pressure regulators, 1 for nitrogen, 1 for oxygen. We should be able to get those out of our hydraulic press. So I'll have to look at what Emmy has sent me. I'm sure they're gonna be terrible in a good way, based on what we've watched in the past. Maybe it's time to revisit one of the ones I've been keeping in my back pocket since Urban's here. He'll be able to get a kick out of Carman, perhaps. You guys remember Carman? Nobody remembers Carman, of course not. What a dumb question. He was the one who said people are more interested in coming out of the closet than cleaning it. As if that was some clever thing to say, and we all hated him. What an asshole. It was the 90s though. I guess it was cool to hate gay people back then. Still maybe is. I mean, I wouldn't say it's cool, but it was more socially acceptable back then for a variety of reasons. Oh, right. We're supposed to be vacuuming this up. Hey, not Carman San Diego or Santiago. Not Carman Santiago. No, no, no. Hey, Mighty Stoosh, how's it going? You're missing all the goodies. You're missing this incredible base I've been working on. All right, let's get the pressure regulators down for the tank fills. We got to do 1. He's just in time. That's true. It's never a bad time to show up to a Star Shard stream. Oh, that's not gonna work, is it? Running into some issues once again with my pressure regulators. I guess this would work. What I'd really like is to have it just pump directly in there, but that's not an option for whatever reason. Because you gotta have a pipe section before. So I guess let's see how that would look. So we want the pipe to be there for sure. Then I guess we could put them on the ceiling. That would maybe, no. Damn it. You know what? Fuck it. I don't need tank fills. Well, no, maybe I do actually. Maybe I could put the tank fills over here actually. Yeah, what if I put them over here? Like after, oh my gosh.
Is a friend indeed.
It's the leprechaun, he's back.
But a friend with gold is the best, I'm told.
What a cool guy. Just in those movies. We could do one here. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna put him over here. So there's one there. Let's get this one. So yes, make sure you try out all of the Waste all your points on those, please. No reason. Just do it. Damn it. Why is this so difficult? Okay, flip it around. Now, flip it around. There we go. Okay. So, we have a pressure regulator here, right? And then we have another pressure regulator here. That's going to control the pressure going into the system. Easy. Now, we run the pipe here and here. Then, pipe connects here to here. Why is it so far away? Oh my god. Actually, that's probably fine. Of course, then it looks goofy as hell when I am running it all the way over there. Whatever. I don't know why I gotta feng shui everything, guys, but I do. Everything has to look just right, or I get upset. Don't know why. Sure, there's a good reason. Nope. Okay, that's got to come back one. Because then the nitrogen one is going to come here, and this will be convenient because I don't have to put. If I just need to come in and get oxygen, I can come in and get oxygen. I don't have to put my suit into the thing and let it fill up. So we're going to set this to. I have something for this. Let's make it quick. 8,000. Let's make it 8060. I think that's the standard. All right, what else? What else? Oh wait. What is it? What is it? Maybe I can convince Urban to join the spooky season movie stream in October. It's true, I could. I mean, if you want to join, Urban, we're trying to get I don't know who all is going to be available. And I also don't know which day it's going to be. I had thought it was going to be on Halloween, but then Emmy reminded me we have trick-or-treaters, and that probably takes priority. So I don't know what it's going to be now. I'd hate for those trick-or-treaters not to get their trick-or-treating. All right, let's go ahead and link all these up. And then you can probably run the cable along the middle piece here. And yeah, that can just go right through the pipe. That's fine. And we of course have to get the middle guy, which would have been a lot easier if I'd have done 2 to start. But it's too late now, so no big deal. And then that links up. And that goes down like so. And then up. Wait a minute, what? What am I even connecting to? What the heck? Okay, I may have to pull one of these out of here. I can't even see what I'm doing now. Too much nonsense. Okay, there we go. Oh, crap. No, that's fine. I should go back into the pipe if there was anything in the pipe, which there is not. There should not be anything in these either. Boy, I sure hope so. Says the room is a vacuum, right? Yeah, we're okay. Actually, that was mostly fine. Kind of. You can see what it should look like. Should look like that for each one. Emmy says it's halftime. Okay, all right. I'm gonna head over to our trade post then, which is what I'm gonna call that area. And then we will do halftime, and then we'll load back in and keep the train rolling. Power is maxed out. That's great. I kind of wonder if a storm came through. Let me check the solar panels. because we could have just been in there while a storm was raging. Also, my waste tank is getting full. Jeez. All this work is draining my battery, my oxygen, building up my waste tank. But eventually, I will have the, we will be able to operate unsuited inside the new base. And it'll be glorious. I just want to make sure there's nothing that would require us to, some crazy reason, require us to fill the air with gas from the outside somehow, if like we screwed something up. That's the power situation looking. Okay, power's looking good. I think that's everything, so we can probably turn this off and then let it finish. Let's get inside. All right, here we are. Take off the suit. All right, and we will turn off the AC so it's not blowing around while we're busy. Okay. Quick save. All right, let's get out of here. All right, it is time for halftime. Who's ready? Is everybody ready for an exciting adventure in bad? Well, too bad, because that's what's about to happen. You find Emmykins' links here. Oh, no. Oh, these are all great. Okay, I'm going to do this one just because I think this will be more entertaining for you guys than for me. So here it is. From 1994. The information in this video is not intended to replace veterinarian care. Please consult your veterinarian concerning medical questions you may have about your cat. This video is intended to be used in conjunction with ongoing treatment, rehabilitation, and training. The touch is an excellent way to enhance your relationship with your cat while helping to improve their health and well-being. Enjoy. Okay, so get ready. We're gonna learn.
T-Touch for cats.
We're gonna T-Touch.
Jones, one of America's foremost animal experts, developed
She's a psychic,
T-Touch as
animal
a result
psychic.
of over 4 years of work with animals. Over the
Hmm?
years, cats. Linda Tellington
How many years?
Jones, one of America's foremost animal experts, developed the T-Touch as a result of over 4 years of work with animals. Over the years, the T-Touch has been practiced in over
What?
30 countries on almost every type of domestic animal.
Is this that weird
And
tongue
the techniques you will
thing?
learn in this video are used in zoos worldwide.
What?
Enhancing your relationship with your cat and improving their health and well-being is
Oh
what
boy.
the Tellington Touch is
Look at all
about.
the stuff she's
Now,
doing.
here's Linda.
Those cats don't want to be there.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm
Hi,
Linda
Linda.
Tellington Jones, and this is my friend Isabel. And we're going to be showing you today some of the Tellington touches, or the
Here's how you
T-touches
can pet
that
your
you
cat.
can use to make a difference with your feline.
She named it
family.
after herself.
I've been doing this work with cats now, off and on for
Where you
the
hold a
last
fake
10
tongue
years
in your
as
mouth
I
and lick
worked
the
with
cat? What
horses,
the
and
fuck?
Everybody who has a horse has a
That sounds
barnyard
hilarious.
who has a cat in it. And what we found is that you can take a cat who perhaps is fine if you just kind of pet it once in a while, but it doesn't want to be in your lap. And by
That cat doesn't
doing
want to be
these
in her lap.
strokes and various touches, you can have a cat that is really willing to snuggle in there with you and really spend some quality time that gives you something.
Yeah, I
back.
don't know about the fake tongue lick.
We've
That
also found
even
that
if
cats who are
I don't know,
perhaps
we
okay
just
with
have a
family,
brush that we
but
use on
terrified
cat.
when a stranger comes to the door, change their attitude. Or take an older cat
Uh-oh.
who is starting to get a little bit stiff, doesn't want to be touched
Older
quite
cats.
as much, hair coat doesn't perhaps look as good. By stroking the ears and working on it in this way, you can really make a difference in how long
Cat is
your
not
family
having a good
stays
time.
healthy. Show cats, we've used this quite a bit on. It's really stressful
Oh,
for a cat
man.
to go to a show and be stuck
Yeah,
in a
send me
cage
the
and have a
video, or
strange
send the video
judge
to
picking
Emmy,
it
and
up
Emmy will
handling it a little like a piece
she'll
of
push it to
meat.
me. That could be
And
interesting.
by
Like an
preparing
infomercial.
the body of your cat to be handled and touched all over in a nice way, in a
Mm-hmm.
encouraging, respectful way, I find that it really makes a difference to that show cat.
Here's how to pet your cat.
We also find for injured animals
Uh-oh.
and for cats recovering, for instance, from surgery.
Mighty Stoosh found the
Or-
link. Okay, this might be way more interesting than this, whatever this is. Let's take a look at that. Make sure it's not pornography. Oh boy. Okay, it's a 1-minute Kickstarter advertisement. Let's check this out. This is I'm way more interested in this right now. All right, the official Licky Brush Kickstarter video.
Have you ever wanted to lick your cat?
No.
Now you can, without the fur balls. Introducing Licky Brush. Cats groom each other as a form of social bonding.
Yep,
As a
okay.
human, you're left out of this intimate ritual. With Licky Brush, you can now lick your
You
cat
can
mouth.
just use a brush. The fuck? Are these people insane? Hold on. There's a why would you subscribe? This is 8 years old. The more I scroll down, the worse it gets. Why does it have 167 subscribers? Why is this 8 years old? That cat is not happy about this situation. This is so oh no. Oh no, that's exactly the kind of people you'd expect to be wanting to lick their cat. Yeah, the cat, it's irrelevant whether you're licking or using a brush. It's the same thing to the cat. It's just different for you. Okay. Well, we don't need to watch this anymore because we already know how to properly pet your cat. So let's get back to the game. I gotta actually load it up so you guys can stare at this woman and her cat for a few minutes while the game loads. Oh boy. I thought it was gonna be, because that just looks like a piece of plastic crap. I thought it was gonna be more of a thing you like put over your tongue to then like lick the cat, which would have been a little more interesting if a little weirder, which, you know, that's what we want it to be. We want it to be weird. Much less interesting. Have you ever wanted to lick your cat? No. I like to pet my cat. I like to brush my cat. I like when he comes over and plops down on my desk and knocks my keyboard into my lap. That's real cool. I like when his tail hits my mouse and clicks a button. Looking for a tongue. Yeah, I guess it would be kind of like a tongue condom. I think they're called dental dams. You could lick your cat with a dental dam. What a weird name for something. Like, even when you hear it, you don't think this is for sex. You think this is... Okay, is the game... Hold on. The game better not have updated again. There we go. Get this show on the road here. All right. Thank you, Licky, for your terrible, terrible invention that is horribly embarrassing for everybody involved. For making it, for using it, for watching that video. No good can come from this. Okay, we're back. Let's check our trades. Void vegetables. We do not need vegetables, so we are not going to get any. We're going to eat some French fries. We're going to drink some water. We're going to empty out our... Deep miners and rockets can mine resources for you. I'm going to keep that one up because I still need to remember to build the rocket manufactory at some point. Oh boy, we need to suck more oxygen out of here. Okay. That'll give us, and then hopefully after this we'll be able to start using the oxygen from our main base instead of sucking what little oxygen is in here into the thing. All right, that should be good. Alrighty, so swap that out. Grab you. Get a new battery. Check the station battery. It looks good. Well, we don't have a lot of things hooked up at this point, so pretty much the only stuff is these guys and I guess the dish. Oh, also this needs to be reset to 60. I don't know why it was set to that much. Okay, so Mighty Stoosh, what all have you seen so far? Do I need to show you any other parts of the base? Lots to do here. So if you need to see anything, I guess let me know. We got to make more pipes. We already have the pressure regulators. We need more pipes and more cables. You got some good stuff. I do got some good stuff. Let's open this bad boy up. We got 31 biomass, 1 silicon, 1 reagent mix, which, what? What do you mean 1 reagent mix? Hello? That's not how this works. You're supposed to process that. That's what the whole point of putting it in there. Maybe it wasn't finished, who knows? Okay, let's get out of here. We'll take this stuff over to the main area. Got my little hovel set up, but now we have the true base, our underground mountain base. No rocket. No, we're gonna do rockets. We're definitely gonna get to rockets, but I want to make sure that our base is good to go before we start even trying to think about putting a rocket together, because I have concerns about launching a rocket on Vulcan, especially if we're trying to get ice, which would be the main thing I would want to get anyway. All right, in we go. I'd also like to do some base beautification at some point with walls and finishing all the ceilings and stuff. All right, so we need to, we're gonna have the nitrogen pipe is gonna run along the back. Is that dirt sticking through? Hello? Get out of here, you. There we go. Fixed it. That's how sensitive I am to rocks sticking through the frames. I can sense even the smallest amount. Oh, right. Okay, we need lots of pipes. Let's just get the pipes going. Step 1, get lots of pipes. Then we'll go from there. So, pipes. Pipe me. Lots of pipes. Piping it up. Pipe. Okay, we need more iron. We may need to cook up some fresh iron then. I'm not seeing any, so yeah, we need to make some. Go ahead and get it. Oh, we might need to do a mining run. There's our iron. That should go pretty quick. Oh, probably make sure that's on. All right, iron is in. Are you concerned that everything will definitely explode? If I get ice, yes, that's my concerns are that as soon as the rocket lands, all the ice in the cargo hold will melt, turn into oxygen, and then catch on fire and blow the rocket up. It's a very real possibility. All right, so the temperature dropped quite a bit from doing that iron, but that was to be expected, I think. All right, what else do we need? We need cables. Let's try to get some cables. Which, yeah, I think we have 5 cables remaining. We're gonna need a lot more than that, so let's grab some copper. We'll do a double stack here. Okay, bump that out. There we go. All right, cable me. We'll probably need about 5 stacks, maybe more, of pipes. We're gonna need a lot of pipes to run the nitrogen. And we don't even have nitrogen production yet, so this is a little bit ambitious. But the goal is to eventually have enough ice to make nitrogen to run filters down in the atmospherics room that we can pump everything up. Obviously, we're never going to have as much as you would have on like Europa or the moon or any of the other cold planets, but we should have enough to at least get us started with, and plus all the oxygen coming in from the plants. It's at 69. Dude, what the fuck? I guess because it's in a vacuum, maybe? That's very strange. Yeah, that must be because it's in a vacuum. It's yeah, it's heating up. That's not great. Okay, yeah, we gotta pressurize this area if I'm gonna be running naked pipes all over the place. That's really bad, actually. So I think what I'm gonna do is I am going to dump the rest of the oxygen from our oxygen tanks, and I am loathed. Maybe I'll save one. I don't really want to do that necessarily, but I think we're gonna have to, just to get, or we could just use the ice. I do have ice. Never mind, we'll just melt some ice, and hopefully that'll get us to where we have enough air in here to insulate the pipes so that the oxygen is not heating up to insane amounts. Okay, we got cable. Do another, actually, you know what, we're good for now. We don't need that much cable. We just needed enough to finish what I was doing. We have biomass. We're gonna leave that here for now. Okay, that should be enough pipes. So let's get some pipes. We're gonna have to paint these. Shut these off to save power. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab some ice. I'm gonna close all the doors. So let me grab the ice first. We're gonna close all the doors. We're gonna release some oxygen, and we're just gonna let it all filter out. And we're gonna use that as our starting point, because I really do want to get this area pressurized, even if it's gonna take a lot of atmosphere to do it. I'd rather get it done now and then. Is this okay? Yeah, this would be okay, because all I'd have to do when I come to work on this area is pump out the atmosphere. That should be fine. Yeah. Okay, here's our first batch of ice. So let's go ahead and take the smaller one. This one has 40, this one has 5.1. We're gonna put this over here. I am going to open this. We're gonna shoot for 100 kilopascals. And I will now throw my oxide into the mix as well. And we'll let that melt. And if we can get enough pressure, that should help cool down the oh shoot, battery's running low. Oh, we can hear again. We can hear. Okay, that is completely empty. That was quick. And I think the ice is probably melted. Let's do our next batch. We're only at 15 kilopascals. That's not, and that's just to fill this room. So once we start opening doors, it's gonna get a little bit worse. But I do have a lot of ice, and I will buy more as we see it. We have the AC for when that comes to pass. We have plenty of liquid nitrogen as a coolant, so this is dead to us. Put that over here. Okay, another stack. Here we go. So this is what, 5 by 5 by 2. So that's 50 blocks. So it's taken us, what, 3 stacks to fill this? Okay, this should be breathable now. Yeah, okay, so we can breathe in here now. But that's just in here. As soon as we start opening doors, it's gonna get worse. Let's check the temperature. Okay, temperature's dropping now. That's good. And since we're using ice, I'm just gonna start dropping. Drop all the ice here. Not all of it. I want to keep some in my reserve, but more of it. Roll away, ice. Roll to freedom. Let's see, now it's at 67. Okay, good. All right, that's well, there's all the ice. I guess we can technically breathe in here, but that's not really very helpful, is it? Oh, yeah, here comes all the wind. So, where's my helmet?
Oxygen critical.
Yeah, we better
Pressure
lock back up there.
low pressure.
So in that case, I need to now finish this airlock system, which I have been putting off for the longest time. So yeah, it's all just gonna, all the air is just gonna flow everywhere. That's okay. Nothing should be on that would cause a problem. And then we have this huge room in here that's got to get filled up. Yeah, it's gonna take a long time to actually get this working the way that I want it to. That's okay though. We got nothing but time. Yeah, we have oxygen, nitrogen, now CO2, which is fine. And now I'm just gonna start opening my canister inside the base. I don't think we should ever get any pollutants. Yep, okay, good. Let's check the oxygen coming off of the room here. Oxygen is now at 34.9 up to, I assume, the one-way valve, and then it turns into 60. It's a little hot to be breathing into my lungs, so that could be a problem. All right, let's grab the... Oh, shoot. None of this stuff is actually... Because this is a different style of airlock. That's fine, whatever. Let me grab... I have everything I need. I don't know what I'm trying to grab. You go in here. It's gonna suck out all the good air. Then we get our pipes and we start painting them. These can all be green, I think, for now. All right, we'll do half green. I don't even need them all to be green. Never mind. I just need a couple to be green so we can finish that room in there, even though there's not going to be anything going into the propellant piece. Something. Mighty Stu says the base is huge. Yes, it's currently very large, but unfortunately it still requires a lot of work. But all the groundwork for having a really good base is done pretty much. It's just going to take time to pressurize everything, put all the furniture in, and all that other stuff that we got to do. It's a lot. All right, so now we should have air flowing into here. That should be fine. There should not be any volatiles anywhere except in the pipes, which is where they're supposed to be. All right, so I just wanted to make sure because I'm about to make a big battery charger. Battery charger. Where's iron and gold? I have gold. Iron, I have to melt some, I think. That is our last iron. We're gonna have to go mining soon. All right, here it comes. One batch of iron, ready to rock. There we go. Give me a battery charger, please. That's what I need. Yeah. Now that that's done, do I have a runway? Not yet. We just have the 3x3 landing pad. I haven't really been focused too much on getting more set up because I do eventually need to build another landing pad somewhere. I think the battery can go over here. The battery charger. Oh, that's convenient. You already have a battery ready to go. There we go. All right, and this is here, so all I gotta do is run this down. And then they need to somehow run this across the floor to get over here. Should not actually be a problem. And literally just run in front of the door where it would go if the door controls were on the other side. And this can run over the battery charger. Easy peasy. Look at that, it even lines up. All right, so there we go. So this is all wired up now. Now all that's left is, like I said, we got to get this stuff. So we need a 3-way T-junction on each of these, so we can so it's expandable in either direction, right? And then this needs to come down from the top. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put T-junctions again. Even though I don't have other people on the server, it's just me. If I was to have people join, I would want them to have a place to take off their suit and stuff. In fact, this is maybe a little too close. I need to have room to get over to here. I guess that's probably too close too. I would say 5 in the middle is enough. So I'll even put a T-junction right here, even though it's not going to connect anything yet. Oop. So for example, if I finish this base and I'm like, hey, Mighty Stoosh, Rilip, you guys want to get on here? Rilip likes the catwalks. Oh yeah, that was just so it wouldn't look so weird with the pipe just going into space, you know? I was thinking about running it up along the ceiling, and I'm like, that's way too much extra pipe, and it doesn't really like solve a problem. I figured with this, it would be easier to do work up here if I needed to on the ceiling by standing on the catwalk. Guys, basically was my thought process. Just want things to look good, you know? All right, so we got to do this one here. I've been giving ample opportunities. There we go. That one goes here. And here. Oh, I had it. I already had it. Why do I keep messing it up? There we go. All right, so now we could theoretically do 5 if we needed to. Now we need to do the waste tanks, of course. So this is where the fun part happens. I didn't actually put the bends in there. I'll do that now. One, 2, 3, 4. And let's get the nitrogen pipe. And that's gonna go right there. And that should kind of match up with that side, right? A little bit? Yeah. How does that look, guys? In fact, now that we determined that probably doesn't need to be quite so close. Something like that. I like it. We're out of white pipes. Have to make some more. Power low. What? Easily solvable. And then we need a passive vent, which I don't appear to have one. Let me go grab one. That is an active vent. I don't have a passive vent? Okay, I gotta go make a passive vent now. It's 5 degrees in here now. How is that affecting the oxygen? It is slowly dropping. That's great. That's good news. Again, we'll need to get more ice but that's just based on what traders stop by. Just one passive event, please. We'll have to go spend some time mining iron and other minerals after we're done building the suit docks here. Oh, I didn't even... Oh no, they're wired up now, right? Because I ran it across the floor here. Yeah, okay, everything's connected. Cool. So then the waste gas comes out over here. No big deal. It's not going to hurt anything. We should now be able to install these beautiful suit docks and make sure that everything is correct. So waste in the middle, I think. Okay, so propellant in the bottom, that's our nitrogen. Waste in the middle, and then power and data at the top, and then breathing in the front. So yeah, that is correct. Like, I was pretty sure that I had it right when we put it in the first time, but you always got to make sure. Okay, so we have room for 2 more suit docks on either side. I guess I will start. I can't finish this right now because we don't actually have the nitrogen, but we can at least have it show where it will be coming in later once we actually have the nitrogen tank set up. And that's just gonna basically follow along the oxygen. It's gonna turn here and then go down to atmospherics. And now I have a bunch of leftover yellow pipes. So we can turn that on. It's not gonna do anything except maybe charge my suit if I was wearing it, but I am wearing it. I can't take it off. We can't breathe in here yet. Set these to 8060. Okay, that's already set. Good. Okay, what are next? Mighty Stoosh, what are next? Is it? That's stellite glass sheets. Okay, don't need to mess with that. I mean, I do have all the pipes. I could just paint some white and some green and put some more work in here. First, we suck out the good air. Paint some green. Paint some white. Oops. And leave the rest blank for now. What is it? Oh, that's my ice, right? Why do I have another backpack? Well, that makes sense. And put the good air back in. Put it back out. Did you see the atmospherics from Mighty Stoosh? It's ginormous. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I mean, I think it's cool. It's definitely got a lot of space for working. It's got the stairs in the back. It's got the hanging tanks. It's got the cooling incoming air area where everything gets cooled down. Which actually it should be... Yeah, all the CO2 is currently 21, which is great. Except for our CO2 outside, which is down to 83 degrees. That's crazy. That's just from... That is strictly from sucking in night air and letting the pollutant evaporate. And that's cooling this big tank of CO2 here. So Mighty Stoosh, if you're looking for a heating solution on Vulcan, I think this is as cheap as you're gonna get. And then of course I have the AC hooked up to, that's the waste tank there is the big CO2. So this CO2 is getting circulated through the AC. In fact, you can actually shut it. Oh, I have it as a one-way valve. I guess you could shut it off. You wouldn't do that though. I have this one here if I need to fill up a tank of CO2 for whatever reason. What else? What else? This is so we can bring more CO2 into the system if we need to. If I wanted to pressurize this a little higher for some reason, if we were low on CO2. And that all, of course, runs directly into the hydroponics, which goes in here. So that the plants take in the hydroponics. We filter out the oxygen once it gets above 10%, I think I have it set to. So you can actually see it here in a second. It'll hit 10% and then the filter will turn on and then it'll drop. So there you go. So it just activated for a second, took out a mole or two, and then it's idle again. And that keeps the filter from running constantly, so it doesn't waste filters. All right, any more questions before I go outside and mine? This is your opportunity to ask. I guess you can ask while I'm out mining, but I won't be able to demonstrate. Ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. I was gonna put one-way valves. I forgot about that. I should still do that, I think. Go ahead and burn these off. There we go. How are the pickles made, or how are pickles made? Oh, just in general? I'm not entirely sure. I think it depends on what you're pickling. I know vinegar is usually involved, or some kind of brine. Yeah, I'm the worst person to ask how foods are made. I have no idea. I thought nachos grew on trees. That's not true. I mean, corn is a plant, which you can then turn into chips, which can then be made into nachos. But they don't literally grow on trees. We need the green here. They don't? No, they don't. I'm sorry. I know. It's a hard life and we're living in it. We got a couple of things I gotta spray that green. I need to make some extra insulated pipes for the external airlock, because that's currently not hooked up to anything. That requires steel and silicon. Fortunately, I have copious amounts of both. So please make me...
They broke in upon me and found me doing an unholy thing.
Yeah, you and me both, buddy. What a great line. I wish that could be memed somehow. I feel like it probably could be, but like no one will get the reference. Everybody's like, oh, The Mummy, I love that movie. Brendan Fraser is so cool. It's like, yeah, that movie was good, but have you watched the original Mummy, which is actually really good? I know it sounds crazy that a movie that's like 100 years old, almost 100 years old, can be good, but it's true. Rilip says put cucumber in vinegar. Wait, that's okay. I guess that's how you make it then. I trust Rilip. He knows a lot about food, because I think he cooks food sometimes. There we go. That's done. We suck out that, put the good air back in, open the door, switch that back to that. The advanced recipe adds a pinch of dill. Ooh. Does that make it taste better somehow? What the fuck is dill anyway? Is it just some kind of weird plant? Rilip says you didn't close the door before you turn on the vacuum. No, I definitely did. Don't worry. Oh, I've been very, very careful in this playthrough. I learned my lesson. I'm not going back to the days of, oops, I just exploded the base because I was being careless. No, thank you. Suck out the pollutants. Okay. Grab my pipe. Put everything back in. Dill is a plant. It's an herb. Rilip says you let the base explode one time. I mean, we on that Europa playthrough, we definitely had some interesting mishaps. There was the one where I blew up the advanced furnace. There was, I guess there wasn't too much that happened explosive wise. We had other, there was the time I bought the liquid oxygen canister. There've definitely been some shenanigans to be had for sure. All right, so there is our thing here. I think we can probably turn this into a real airlock now. You go grab the, oh right, I was gonna do this. Hold on. Let me go ahead and cut this. There's one. There's two. Don't want to mix and match them because then the colors will overwrite, which is annoying. I want those to be one-way valves, like so. Same for this one. Perfect. Okay, so now we can shut those off at the source if we need to. We'll have the pressure regulator set up, and then yeah, that should be good. That should be everything we need, I think. So we have expansion slots for 2 more suit docks. We have tank fills. We have a battery charger. So this is basically my ready room preferred setup. Why isn't mishaps pronounced with the sh? Mishaps? We've had some mishaps? I don't know. That's a good question. I guess because it's supposed to be a portmanteau of miss and happening, which would mean that I don't know, something. It means something. I don't know what though. All right, I'm going to leave my mining backpack in here with the ice. Leave my painting tool turned off, of course. I'm gonna go activate the airlock so we can turn that on. I'll have to rename everything quick. So let's label. So this is the interior vent, exterior vent, sensor, airlock, sensor, and I think these are already named exterior airlock, interior airlock. Okay, we got it now. Oh wow, the wind's really picking up out there. Holy cow. So we want external. We're just gonna set them to 0, 0 for simplicity's sake here. And we want the exterior vent, exterior, sensor, sensor, interior vent, exterior, interior. Take this out. Now I'm gonna put this away, and then we should be able to cycle to exterior, and now we won't have to do it manually ever again. Although I just found a problem with this design that may cause problems later. This is gonna fill up. I think I need to actually set this to be like 10 kilopascals, just so that it will actually empty the pipe, because otherwise, yeah, it's gonna fill the pipe too much and then it won't work anymore. So internal will be, we'll set to like 15, set it to 10. I think if a 5 kilopascal difference isn't gonna make a huge difference in the long term. Okay, finally we are going back out. So who's ready? So that's gonna empty out, and then boom, we're outside. Look at that. Good, our batteries are nice and full. Those turbines are going nuts. They're very loud, but we're not usually close to them for very long, so that won't cause any problems. You know what else is really loud? When the pipes start making noises because they're upset about how much pressure you've put in them. let's check the trader. All right, I gotta remember to leave some coal back here for the coal gen in case we need it. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock already? What the heck? Okay, well, we didn't fully pressurize the base, but we got pretty dang far. Oh, this is Electrum, that's why, because we have to actually smelt that. I gotcha. We'll take that back with us then. All right, let's head inside. We will re-up all of our stuff. Check on the trader. What is it? Space spanners. Oh, man. 10 minutes, huh? All right, we'll go a little bit longer today just because I want to see if we can't get a good trader here with some ice. That would be really cool. Got some soy oil. The soy boils. Yeah, whatever, I'll harvest these now. Keep us soyed up for when we inevitably need to make more French fries. All right. Made the French fries. Let's drink some water. Then we're gonna go out and we're gonna mine. Well, it's kind of the middle of the day right now. Guess we'll grab that Electrum. Maybe pop back into the other base briefly. Oh shoot! I didn't turn this back on. Oh gosh, it's so hot in here. It's 32. That's too hot. The soybeans are not gonna have a good time. I said I was gonna open the canister on the other base, didn't I? Oh well. We'll pressurize this. Rilip has a clip of me saying, I trust Rilip, I assume. Put that on the soundboard. I trust Rilip. Only when it comes to food, though. Or, what's something he's really bad at? We can trust that he's really bad at something. I trust him to eventually look up whether I should get Chrono Trigger on Steam. Okay, let's double check here. It is still the same. It's going to be for the next 8.5 minutes. Ah, it's good to have the black hole back overhead again. Sucks when it doesn't get up high enough in the sky to actually do any, put any heat in the atmosphere. And we do still have backup food as well. I think that's an important thing to note here. We have plenty of food and backup water in the event things go south. I mean, if things go south, I'm calling it, but if for some reason like our plants die and we're just holding out until we get another trader, it's more what I'm talking about. Okay, close it up, suck it out, make sure everything looks good. It does. It's you perfectly cut the clip so that I wouldn't say anything specifically negative about you. I see how it is. All right, let's head back to the base. We're gonna get this Electrum into the furnace so that it'll turn back into Electrum, and then we will go mining, and then I think we'll have to be done for the night. So tomorrow, Phasmophobia is coming back, so if anybody wants to do Phasmophobia, am I gonna make a thermostat for the next plant room? I could do a thermostat now. I mostly have it set up so that it cools down based on the carbon dioxide temperature, which is 20. But I may end up just putting its own AC in there just to keep everything at a reasonable temperature. Again, it's mostly gonna come down to how much power can I produce, and with these wind turbines going, I think it's a lot. That's gonna suck everything out. This is gonna put it back in, and we're good. Okay, it's working perfectly. Still can't quite breathe in here. We're at 15 kilopascal, so, and that's for the across the entirety of the base. That's actually pretty good, considering we only put like 3 stacks of ice. I could probably do the rest of my ice. So look at that. Yeah, not bad. If we can just get 1 or 2 more shipments of ice in, I think we can probably pressurize the room. I could also, theoretically, use some of this saved up oxygen that I have in the oxygen pipes. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. What I could do, actually, is make another canister. Make 1 gas canister here. And make another oxygen canister, and then have that as, just so I don't have to keep going back and forth to fill up my oxygen. Get that electrum going. That should just turn right into electrum, yeah. Should not be a problem. And that'll just go straight into the electro printer. Okay, we have duct tape, we have canister. Let me go get some white paint, then I'll label it, and then we'll put it in the thing, and then we'll go mining real quick. And then we'll be done. Explosions are cool. I do have some explosions. Some explosive devices I could use for mining purposes if I really wanted to. Okay, now we call that a oxygen canister, I think is what it's called, right? Yeah, oxygen canister. I'm gonna try to get that filled up so that we can use that. Suck out the paint. Okay, there we go. Put the air back in. Very nice. This is all going very well so far. I'm really digging it. Oh, those are insulated pipes. Those are different. Again, oh, I guess the bigger issue was that the air... Okay, it's 30 degrees now. That should be fine. So we can just put this here. There's no air here right now. I guess let's check. There's 71 degree... do this. I'm a little concerned, actually, if I put a bunch of hot air in here. I'll just turn it on, whatever. Worst case scenario, we got to take it outside to... just vent it out so we're not breathing in 60 degrees. Yeah, it's already cooling off. It should be fine. So 30 degrees is fine. And it does seem like it is cooling off. So that's good. We did it. And it is getting dark out, so we'll be able to run out and do a quick mining trip. Gather some more iron and stuff. And like I said, there should only be carbon dioxide, oxygen, and nitrogen in the inside air right now, because it was a total vacuum before I started putting gas in. Is it 906? Is it? Okay. Yeah, this seems to be working. Very slow, but that's just by virtue of the, like, this pipe not having a lot to work with. This is a pressure regulator, right? Yeah, okay. All right, let's get out there and mine. We have an opportunity here to quickly get some materials. Let's take that opportunity. Beautiful. All right, here we go. The wind's slowing down a bit. Oh, I better run over and do the tracker quick. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should move the tracker into the main base, I think. Although, I guess it depends on like where I want to end up after my mining run. Because I know the way back to my other base from this outpost here. I wonder if it'd be worth it to have multiple little outposts around like different parts of the map. I don't know why I'm calling it a map as if it's Subnautica or something. procedurally generated infinite world that just eventually breaks down at the edges. Oh, I left the stupid spray gun in my inventory. Oh well, what's the power? Oh, power's not looking great. Do I have any coal? I have no coal to feed the thing. That's unfortunate also. Turn that on. Oh, wait, the tracker. I don't know the tracker. It's right here. I left it here for reasons. Okay, we'll have the paint with us. Let's go. Pump it out. Had a train route. If only. This game's not quite at that level, which I think is fine. It's more small scale. It's more, I guess it's just kind of become more about the programming at this point, right? Like that's what people are interested in. That's not really my interest. Like that's cool, but it's not really the reason I like the game. I like building interesting bases that, you know, solve problems. Like I need this, how do I do that? Oh, I need to do this, this, and this, and then have them all work together. Whether I'm doing that with coding or just, you know, setting up a system that works kind of with a little bit of manual inputs from time to time, either one's fine with me. I tend to have a lot of stuff that's manual just because it's not, like most things in this game don't need to be automated to work at a level that will keep you alive. Like grow lights, you can do that manually, although you're gonna have, it's better to automate grow lights, I think. But you could definitely manually control grow lights for a while and get away with it. Okay, I think that's enough silver for today. Let's go try to find some iron, which is like the whole reason we came out here. Maybe some silicon too, and copper. Copper's always good. We need lots of cables. And that's the nice thing about Vulcan, is you don't actually need the sensor lenses at all, because there's so many minerals. You just walk 5 feet and there's like a massive vein. Might it's just to automate all the things? No. Like it's maybe like later game, but I think at least for me, I don't know, that like if I automate everything, then what the heck am I supposed to do? Just walk around, be like, wow, look at all this cool stuff that does stuff that I don't do anything with. I guess troubleshoot if something goes wrong. I automated quite a few things though. I automated the cooling process to turn on the vents only when it's below a certain temperature, so it brings in only the coldest night air. I automated the volatiles filter in the furnace room so that it only brings in volatiles when the outside air is above pollutants condensation range but below auto ignition of fuel range, which is 300 degrees Celsius. So it has to be above 152 and below 300, and that's when it activates. So I guess I have automated quite a few things now that I think about it. I automated the filter and the pumps in the hydroponics room. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have to work on that. Although with the wind turbines, it's mostly set it and forget it, which has been nice. I will get a solar farm set up once I have more time, because I'd like to have more power sources to draw from as needed. But I tend to wait until I have the stuff to make the reinforced solar panels so that I don't have to go out and fix them constantly. And I know, crap, what's his name? Jack? Why do I think it's Jack? That's not right. Hold on. Oh my god, it's way up at the top. Jack. Oh, it is Jack. Okay, I was right. I don't know, I was thinking a different Jack. But yes, Jack was talking about how he puts his in a little glass box, which I think works. Seems a little silly that you can just do that. But I like to not do that, so I just wait until I have the better ones and use those. All right, here's our iron, finally. It's a lot of iron. It's exactly what we need. Stacks and stacks and stacks of iron to make steel and pipes and whatever else, whatever little things you make that all require iron for some reason. Okay. Oh, okay, I think, no, there's more iron. Settle down. Seeing if there's more over here. I think that might be the last of it. All right, onto the silicon then. Onto the quartz, as I call it. Which we probably don't need more of, actually. Some iron down here. Gotta get you. Some more. Yeah, don't go too far down. End up in the lava. It works, but seems cheap. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. So I don't use it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you suck if you use it. I don't like to use it. Same reason I like to build. I don't like to build things in frames. Because I think it looks better if you don't do that. Well, I guess that's gone now. Let's start throwing stuff in the mining backpack then. Free up some space. Feel like maybe I should have brought another mining backpack. Oh well. We probably won't be out here too much longer. The sun's gonna be coming up any minute now. Our good friend Janus, the black hole. Much like in the hit film Interstellar, this planet orbits a black hole. Unlike the hit film Interstellar, this is not like a habitable world. I mean, I guess it's technically habitable in like the loosest definition of the word habitable possible, which is that you can theoretically live on it if you like do a bunch of shit to it. Well, that's gone. Okay, that's fine. Let it burn. That's on me. We're not cleaning out my wait, is it still alive? Okay, I guess that did not take damage. That's weird. Yeah, sun's coming up. Let me grab some of this gold before we go. I like gold. Guys, I recently found out most people consider the Austin Powers movies to be bad. Can somebody weigh in on that? I think they're pretty good. I guess I don't want to, they're not like masterpieces or anything, but who are these fools? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who these people are. Maybe it's just because I'm on the internet. Oh, if that's our base right over there, you can see the mountain. And there's our little outpost too. Yeah, let's get into our other base, our main base, we're gonna call it. This is our outpost, this is our main base. Oh, you know what? I'm actually gonna go to the outpost because I want to check the trader quick. If it's a gusher or a misty or a whatever, I'm gonna try to get some. No, we're looking for what are we looking for actually? I'm looking for a nugget guy. One of the ones that sells ores, because they tend to have ice on them. I guess we could also just buy liquid nitrogen and flash freeze our atmosphere to cool it down. Although the problem right now is not that it's too hot, it's that we don't have enough oxygen. Mighty Stoosh, I regularly go moly whenever someone mentions a mole. I was watching an interview with Austin Power, or not, fucking Michael Myers. Mike Myers. Michael Myers is from Halloween. It's the same guy. and he was talking about how he had a mole and he got it removed, and he was talking, or he overheard some women talking about him. Like, is that Austin Powers? And then the other one was like, no, he has that disgusting mole. And yeah, so I guess that's how you find out what people think about you. And that's what inspired him to write that character into the movie, is the point I was trying to make. All right, let's check. What do we got? Orbiting organics. That's just gonna have seeds, right? We don't really need seeds right now. Oh, speaking of seeds though, I know we're in like overtime, but now that we've checked the trader, I kind of want to run over and check on the ferns, because those should be doing pretty well. And then I promise we're done for the night. And then tomorrow, Phasmophobia again. So if you'd like to fire that up, if you'd like to join us, there's always overtime. That's not true. Only if we're playing a fun game that I'm having a good time, I don't want to stop playing. Tomorrow we're gonna be playing Phasmophobia. We will end up stopping at a reasonable time because I have to go into work on Friday. But for today, since I'm working from home tomorrow, I don't have to get up, you know, an hour and a half earlier just to get ready and walk in. So plenty of time to just kick back and enjoy the soothing sounds of Filter Low. Yep. That's what I like to hear. And look at those things cook. They are spinning like something that spins. Let's get in there. Soup, 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 soup. Okay, we're good. And let's verify. Oh, okay, that's the tracking beacon. Hold on. Okay, room still looks good. Swap out the battery on that. Here we go. And this is now at 6,000, and it's only 30 degrees. Not too bad. Go ahead and just keep dumping our tank into here. A little bit of CO2 is not going to hurt us. My plan is to eventually have a little lounge and have a plant that'll soak up some of the CO2 floating around the main base, so I don't have to run everything through filters into the hydroponics room. Oh, the paint. That away. Do your Phasmo dailies. What, tonight or tomorrow? I'm gonna do them tomorrow for sure. But I'm not gonna play Phasmo tonight. No, we're having too much fun playing Stationeers, man. Tomorrow, yeah, we're gonna do it tomorrow. Don't worry. There will be fun to be had, and everyone's again welcome to join. Open invitation. Obviously, it's got to be like a first come first serve type thing, but I'm sure people won't mind rotating in and out if we have more than 4, which is very unlikely, but it is possible. Uh-oh. Shit's poking through the walls. Yeah, we gotta finish building the walls so that doesn't happen. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn this into a fully functional airlock at some point. Okay, so let's take a look. We have ferns. Fern seeds. Let's go. Can I plant fern? You can plant fern, guys. This is great. So we're gonna start taking out switchgrass, because switchgrass really is only good for giving us charcoal, I guess. It doesn't really do anything on its own. And I'd much rather have a bunch of ferns here that are like actually useful. I'm curious what the weekly challenge is. We did that one last week, which was kind of fun, although a little frustrating with the speed, but whatever. It was all right. All right, let's get some more ferns going. So fresh fern, 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 fern. All right, there we go. Look at that. And someday we'll have lights all over the base that'll light up everything. Probably see. These should all be thriving, right? Thriving, thriving. Thriving, thriving. See, breathing efficiency 103. Temperature's good, pressure's good, light's good. Yeah, we just got to keep an eye. Oh, also, Mighty Stush, you'll like this. I haven't really showed this off yet, although it has been in the background every time we run in here. There is I have settings for light and dark. For now, it's set to 800 seconds light, 400 seconds dark, and that controls the IC chip in here. So every time it updates, it looks at what this is set to and changes the time. So if I need to, for whatever reason, tweak it rather than pulling that out and programming it, I can just change the time. Pretty cool, huh? Sometimes I do interesting things that are neat and clever. Yeah, Mr. Fancy Pants. Yeah, I'm spending 50 watts just to control these stupid lights. Yeah, that's real smart. If I was really smart, I'd be using some kind of weird solar contraption, but we tried that last time, and since sometimes the sun doesn't even come above the horizon, it's actually the worst idea ever. All right, I guess we'll park it here for now, because I don't want to go too overtime. I do still have to go to bed at some point, and Cat's gonna be mad if I don't give him his pre-bedtime brushes. So we're wrapping it up, everybody. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of people in here tonight. That's very surprising. So I guess we'll raid someone. Let's see, who do we got playing tonight? Okay, who's playing Stationeers? Perhaps nobody's playing Stationeers tonight. What the heck? Wait, hold on. Co-op Vulcan Standard. This is a VTuber, however. That's a little concerning. All right, whatever happened to, well, where did all my people who I used to follow go? Nobody streams anymore? Nobody streams anymore. What the heck? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. This is okay. I guess we're done. Needs more furries. Yeah, we need to raid a bunch of furries. Anyway, all right. Everybody have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. And we're going to be playing Phasmophobia. So if you'd like to play Phasmophobia, you're welcome to join us. Otherwise, have a good night, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.